So, Gurren Lagann, this is my first watch. I don't know about anybody else in the chat. I don't know if you guys have seen Gurren Lagann before. Um, but it's been highly recommended to me for the longest time. A bunch of people have told me about it, but I've never watched it. The big reason I've never watched it is because it's a mech. And while I'm not a mech hater, I have not been known to enjoy mech animes. Um, but some notable ones that I have watched, like Akame Got Kill, Gundam Wing, like I have watched mech before, right? You know what I'm saying? But it's just not my preference. But this is my first watch. Uh, and I forgot it was mech until I started watching it. I was like, okay, well, it is what it is. Let's keep it pushing. First watch for you too. That's W's, bro. W's. Yeah, this one was highly regarded and highly talked about by a lot of people. And to be honest, it was a refreshing surprise because I didn't expect the beginning to be what it was. It started off like other animes where they kind of like dump you into the situation, they kind of dump you into the action, whatever. And I was okay with it. It was early on that we got mech action. You know what I mean? Um, Very early on. I like the characters. Kamina was dope. Simone, trying to get a feel for him. But Kamina, obviously came off strong because he was just talking that talk, you know what I'm saying? He was aura farming, talking that talk, bro. It was dope. And then obviously the I think it's the first episode, if not the second episode, the fucking mech breaks into the
Yeah,
underground.
step halfway into the first episode.
Yeah, it's like halfway into the first episode. They're talking about Kamina and his crew are getting in trouble because they're talking about trying to break free, and Kamina's just talking up Simone, this little kid, saying like his drill is going to be the drill that breaks into the heavens. He's going to get us out of here. There's something beyond the ceiling, right? Because they're trapped underground. They're a civilization underground. For the longest time, they've been told that there's nothing beyond the ceiling. However, Kamina and his crew have always been trying to, break through it. Lo and behold, this mech comes out of nowhere with this fucking D1 baddie, okay, with this D1 elite high level baddie, okay, okay. I wanna just state this from the jump, okay. When was this made? How long ago was this anime made?
Like 2007, 2008.
Okay, let me tell you something, bro. I usually am not. I don't really care about physics, but I'm gonna be honest. The physics was physicsing. Okay, I don't even know how to say that properly, but they was doing their stuff. When I tell you this is a Hall of Fame baddie right here, Hall of Fame, Hall of Fame baddie. Okay, Yoko is a Hall of Fame baddie. Like off the rip, got that thing on her for real. You feel me? Got that. Oh shit! Almost knocked on my headset. Got that thing on her for real. Handling business, bodacious, beautiful, and bro, Hall of Fame baddie. Anyways, we get the mech and the baddie. We get the mech and the baddie, and then this when shit's like kind of like going like getting real because it's like this big ass mech. The chief lied. Everyone's witnessing firsthand. The chief lied, and now you got Simone, you got Kamina, and you got Yoko trying to beat this fucking big ass brolic ass fucking mech. Okay, and off rip, I was like, you know what? I'm game. I'm game. This is how we starting. This is what we doing. I'm game. Okay. How'd they get away again?
Simone dug a hole. They
Dug a
crawled into
hole.
the next room.
Okay. Yeah. So they show Simone's digging prowess. You know what I'm saying? He's the number one digger in the show, in the village. That's what he's known for. Simone the digger. Okay. And it was cool. It was a nice, fun episode. It was a nice introduction. They finally go out into the to the ceiling, to the surface. Now they're at the surface, and now they get to see like, oh, shit is real up here. We got mechs all over this bitch, bro. Gunmen all over this motherfucker by these beastmen. Controlled by these beastmen. So we get to the surface and it's there's no sweet, there's no soft, there's no rest. It's like, I bet. Now we got these motherfuckers, okay? These two fucking gunmen. And shit's getting real, bro.
When
Shit's
you
getting
say
real.
got away, what exactly did you mean?
What happened?
When you say got away, like how did they get away? What exactly did you mean? Like get away from that one mech?
From that one mech.
Yeah. Yeah, he dug a hole to the mech that he found in the ground.
That's right.
Yeah, then they
Lagann.
hopped in there.
Lagann. Mm-hmm. But yeah,
Then they
right.
started
It is Lagann.
fighting it.
Yeah. Yeah. True. I watched that. Honestly, this one was the one where I actually like spread it out, so I forgot a little bit of it. But regardless,
Yeah.
the intro for me was fucking fire, bro. TJ, I know this is a rewatch for you. How'd you feel?
Yeah, this is like my second or I mean second or third rewatch. I don't know if I ever like rewatched it a third time fully,
Okay.
but this at least the third rewatch. So episode one still a banger, just like I remember.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be. I don't remember the physics being like that back then,
Bro.
because this was so long ago. But
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh wow.
For real.
I was like, oh wow. But anyway, yeah, he freaking he gets to the mech and he's telling him he's like, yo, Kamina, you gotta hop in here, pilot this thing. You could fight that thing up there. He's like, nah, this you found it is yours. You gonna whoop his ass. He's like, what I look like stealing stuff from my blood brother. Yeah, then they hopped in. Simon was running, dodging. Kamina was like, yo, how long you plan on dodging, bro? We had a whoop ass. We men. We don't run from a fight. We get shit cracking.
Thanks. Thanks.
Eventually, he tightened up. Then he did his drill move, blasted the mech and all of them to the surface, straight through the roof, where they appeared on the surface. Saw how beautiful it looked, landed, and then boom, more shit waiting for them. Two mechs standing over them, ready to go. That's the
Oh,
end of
for
episode one.
real. Like straight smoke. And I'm all for it. I love straight smoke. Okay? So long as they do good on the back burning, I love straight smoke. Let's do it. Go ahead, CJ.
Same shit. Episode two, we right where we left off. Two giant mechs above us. At this point, I think Simone was like running out of steam,
Yeah.
and they were like, Yoko was like, "Yo, you did so good back there." He's like, "No, it's just a fluke." So he starts running. He's like, "Oh hell no!" Yoko's like, well, Kamina was like, "Oh, there's more of these guys," and Yoko's like, "Yeah, the surface is crawling with them." So Simone is like, "Oh hell no, I'm going back to the village." So he starts trying to dig his way back to the village. He's like, "Oh hell no, I didn't sign up for this shit." And then Kamina is like, "Bro, how long you plan on running? We made it to the surface. It's go time, baby. We not running no more." So he's like, "All right, if you don't want to fight, I'm gonna fight myself." So Kamina hops out, pulls his sword out, and the mech attacks him. And it looks like Kamina like disappeared, but it was Simone grabbed him and ran off.
Why he's aura farming?
Yeah, he's just sitting on the mech with his hands folded, like, bro, you better stop running, bro. Like
That shit was so funny.
this shit's getting out of hand. And then meanwhile, Yoko starts lining up, positioning herself on the mech to shoot shots while he's running away. She's like, just hold it steady. She starts sniping while they're flying off in the air.
Mhm.
Bro, I love the sound of that gun. Like it's like a
It's gas.
cannon and a sniper at the same time. Like pew, pew,
Like a
pew.
plasma cannon, bro. It's really crazy.
Hey man, Hellsinger Bridge, bitches love cannons.
I knew you were gonna say that.
I'm
Okay.
gonna have to load this up, see all this madness that was going on.
So I think correct me if I'm wrong, I think this is where the village came out, right? Like,
Yeah, the village backup
mhm,
came,
yeah.
started providing cover assistance. A whole army, Yoko's little village, shows
Mhm.
up, bails them out of it, and that's when we see the mechs open up and these little beastmen hop out. So the mechs are actually being piloted by these weird monsters called beastmen. So he hops out, he starts running off. His boy grabs him, and they run off and retreat. The beastmen retreated. And then that's when Yoko explains, oh, they freaking show up every day. They start some shit. They leave at sundown every freaking day.
Mhm. Which, now that I think about it, was that ever explained?
If it was, I do not remember.
I don't think they ever
I
explained
don't
that shit.
remember exactly why they leave at sundown.
Yeah, I'm being so for real. I don't think that was ever explained.
I actually it might have something to do with them needing rest.
Um. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Because they did explain something like that later.
Yes. 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 Okay. That's fine. Mm.
Yeah, that's when we go back to their village. And Yoko introduces them to the crew and blah 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 blah.
The one and only
And
Ron.
then yep, we meet Ron, who who pulls up acting. I'm like, what is this Hisoka? Like, the hell's going on here? I'm like, this like the Hisoka back in the day or something.
OG.
Bro's moving straight freaky. It's it's interesting how they did his character because like he's like creepy and you could tell he's kind of into guys and whatnot, but they never overdo it.
Exactly. And he's like super helpful and smart as
Yeah,
shit.
he low key like he turns out to be he's
A
probably
vital.
like in the
Hmm.
top three most important people.
Yep.
He's the like slept on. He's like so slept on
They
because
will said I fucked the leader on for real. Facts.
he's like the main mechanic.
Mm-hmm. And brains.
He's
Like
the
he's.
brains, the mechanic, the repairman. Yeah, he's the comes up with some of the strategies too. Yeah, he's real
Equipment.
important.
Yeah, now motherfucker be going crazy.
He's like the only one that could read.
That's so true.
But
No,
yeah,
nobody
they
can
get
read, bro.
introduced.
Mm-hmm.
They get introduced to Yoko Squad and blah blah blah. Then boom, next day, soon as the sun rises, freaking beastmen falling out the sky, smoke on sight. That's the freaking alarm around there. The alarm is just the ops showing up, ready for smoke. You hear a freaking earthquake when they drop down. That's when Simone starts putting together the pieces that these guys are the ones that were causing earthquakes when they lived underground.
Yeah.
Because Simone's parents died in the earthquake. And then that's when he starts realizing, like, yo, these guys caused all the freaking earthquakes. These guys killed my parents. And this time when they showed up, the Beastmen when they showed up, they bought some backup, they bought a bigger mech with them. You want to say anything?
No, I'm chilling.
Bro, munching.
I'm munching. Was it Greg?
Yeah, so gunfire erupts. They start blasting. Simon is with the shits this time because he's like, nah, I gotta get my get back for my parents.
Get my link
So
back,
he's
bro.
charging at them. He's charging. Kamina says, you know what? I like the face on that one. Take me to him. I'm about to steal that shit. So Simon charges at him, drops Kamina off. He breaks open the gunman, gets the beastman out of there, yanks him out, hops in. Tries to pilot it, but it like recognizes him as a human, and it's like saying error or something.
Yeah.
It's not letting him pilot it. Then eventually he's getting his ass whooped. Kamen is getting his ass whooped. He meets his face
Got you, Greg.
almost to the dirt where he sees a skull,
Good luck, bro.
and then that just triggered his like fight or flight. He started panicking. Then he freaking mustered up the energy, and he was able to finally pilot the thing after
It's
seeing
fighting
that
spirit,
skull.
baby.
And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, he mustered up his fighting spirit because he realized for the first time in the show he might freaking die because he's looking at a skull of a dead man, and he's like, oh hell no, that's about to be me. So he
And
mustered up his fighting spirit. He finally took over. He started. At this point, Simone was getting his ass whooped, and Kamina comes in to save the day. He's what the hell he did, bro? He did the "Who the hell do you think I am?"
yeah,
kick, drop
yep,
kick the freaking gunman.
yep.
He's like, "Get away from my beloved brother!" Punch. Like
Nah,
as
comedy is
he's kicking
crazy.
and punching, he's like he's breaking the arms of his own mech to do it.
Yep.
He like punches the guy, shatters his own arm, sends that beast man flying. At
Comedy
that
was him.
point, they start trying to retreat, and Simon's like, "Yo, don't chase them, bro. We're in bad shape. Common is bleeding. Their freaking gunmen destroyed. They're like, let's just chill out for the rest of the day, bro. We got to do repairs. We got to heal."
Yep.
And all that was freaking episode 2.
And remember, when he saw the skull,
And then
he was making fun of the skull.
yeah, yeah,
Like
Kamina was
beforehand.
making fun of the skull because beforehand he was like, "Oh, what's that?" They're like, "Oh, it's someone that died," and they were burying the person, and he was like, "Yo, like, why would you waste your time burying people that die in this dump? Like, it's such a waste of time." But at the end
Talking
of the
shit.
battle in episode 2, he saw another freaking skull, and he noticed a piece of jewelry on the hand, and then he's like, "Hold up." He recognized that, so he starts digging it up, and he sees the cape on the skull, which is the cape his dad wore. And he was like, he wanted, part of the reason he wanted to go to surface is because his dad was up here, and he wanted to reunite with his dad.
Yeah,
Then he
bro.
realized his dad actually died right there.
Which is crazy as
He learned
hell.
a quick lesson.
Mm-hmm.
He learned a quick lesson on why we bury people.
And he was the whole time he was talking that like she just said before, he was talking shit about like don't waste your time burying somebody who like dies here. You know what I'm saying? Like not realizing that that could have been anybody. So it was a big shot to him, a big hit to him, and he was just like kind of taken aback and like um when he did muster up the courage to fight the gunman, the skull that he saw was reminding him of his father, and then lo and behold, now we see this corpse who turns out to be his actual father. But yeah, that was it was so much to like it was so much to unpack like every episode. Like we're 2 episodes in, there's smoke, people were dead already. You know what I'm saying? Just mad shit going on, introducing a bunch of characters. Like it was just like it was crazy. It was like crazy for like 2 episodes. I was at this point, I was like, this might change my whole like because honestly, like I didn't I don't like not watch things because of mech. I've just in the past before tried things and it ended up being mech and I'm like, that's kind of mid. Because I just don't like mechs. But this one, I was like, bro, this was about to change my whole thought process about mechs entirely because I was like, damn, this is only episode 2. Like, where the fuck we really finna go with this? Like, this shit is crazy, bro. I'm heavily invested. I want to see the next episode. Every episode is literally just like jam packed with just a bunch of shit. And I'm like, bro, we got 27 episodes of this. What the fuck is going on? So I was heavily invested. Go ahead, Shia.
Yeah. So I had the little backstory. When I first seen this, I seen this way back in the day, and I also was not into like mech shit. Like if
Mhm.
you recommend me something with mech, I'm not really interested. I remember my boy, my best friend at the time. I wasn't that into anime. I was just like mostly watching the mainstream stuff. I didn't go out of my way to watch anything else. He called me one day. He's like, "Yo, you gotta watch Gurren Lagann." I'm like, "What is that?" He's like, "Yo, this is the most badass shit I ever seen." I look at it, the thumbnail. I'm like, you sure about that?" I'm like, "You sure about that?" He's like, "Yo, you watch it, watch it." So I loaded up.
40
You
is
know,
insane,
just like
bro.
we've
Thanks so
been
much for
saying,
the 40
episode
stream
one,
streak, bro.
two,
Holy
fire.
shit. Big dubs, bro.
I was like, okay, he might be onto something. He might be onto something here.
For real.
I'm not gonna get into the rest of it yet, but yeah.
Yeah, I was taking it back. 2 episodes in, I was like, damn. All right, bet. Let's like what else? Go ahead.
Yeah, next episode, they are
This is the Vero.
looking for
Vero.
food.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're like looking for food, they're hunting. Kamina shoots an animal, and he as he goes to pick up the animal, he sees there's a second arrow on it. He's like, "What the hell? Somebody else was hunting this?" And then that's when we meet.
The one and only Vero.
That's when we meet the man that has his own theme song.
Bro. Bro.
Hold up, I gotta pull up his full title.
Bro, I'm gonna say something after you explain because oh my lord.
Yeah. So this this guy shows up. Kamina's like, "Who the hell are you?" The man's theme song starts playing. He's like, "Human Eradication Forces, Far East Theater Commander Viral." I'm like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Nah, that shit was wicked,
Yo,
bro.
I'm just confused as hell, bro. I'm like, they got a whole song for this guy.
That's crazy.
I'm like, did this man just say Human Eradication Forces? Like, we just got here, bro.
Like, third episode, by the way. Bro.
Yeah, Kamina draws his damn sword. I'm like, oh shit, we about to get some action.
We finally got to see him use it too, because he pulled it out before, but he didn't use it.
Yeah, we never got to see him actually slash anything. He slashes. He goes for a slash. Viral dodges, and he just shreds all the grass around. I'm like, wait, is this guy low key a samurai? Like, what's going on here?
It's him, bro.
Was there something you said you want to say?
Oh, after. Because this is where
Yeah, they get.
my first
Hmm?
qualm with the show. This is my first qualm at the show at the end of the show.
Okay. Yeah, they get into a fight.
What's good, Tiny? How you doing, brother?
Kamina manages to pull an arrow out of his pants slash Viral. He's impressed that he even got hurt by a human. That's when Simone shows up. Viral backs up. Yoko tries to snipe him, but
You vibing, Tiny?
he dodged it. He did like a little flash step backwards, dodged the snipe,
WeebWatch.
runs to his gunman. Apparently he has a gunman too that pulls up looking like a big samurai.
Cold. Cold as hell.
That shit look fire.
That gunman look fire. Like straight up. What? Smoke.
They start fighting. This is where they get their ass beat. Like they just straight up got their ass beat. Simone managed to, I believe he dug a hole, got them away, and they just took a L that day. They took a L. They returned back to base. They had to form a plan because, like every day, them boys
Devron,
will
thanks so
be
much for the
back
raid.
at the crack of dawn.
I appreciate you, brother. Thanks so much for the love, man. W Devron.
Was it here you want to say something or?
Yeah. So also WA for my boy Devron. If y'all are not familiar with my boy, please go follow him. Please go tap in with him, bro. Thank you so much for that, Devron. Much love, baby. One second. Okay. So this was an important episode for me. Episode 4 was a very important episode for me because for me, I'm thinking like what I'm thinking right now
Like
is
this episode right here.
oh sorry, episode 3. My bad.
Oh yeah.
What I'm thinking after seeing all that, I'm like, bro, this really could change my whole attitude, my whole feel about any shows with mechs and like this show in particular. I was like, bro, I'm starting to see the vision. I'm starting to see what the fuck people been talking about this whole time. They're cooking, bro. When I tell you Vero was on pace, when I see him and he just delivers smoke, hand-to-hand combat, and then he goes into the mech, just busting, yo, what? He just smacking the shit out them, fucking swords, ching, ching, bro. Body and like body.com, bro. I was like, Vero might be one of my favorite enemies in anime. Like he could be on a pace, on a track to be one of my favorite enemies in anime, bro. From this episode alone. From this episode alone. Because the boss music, the crazy title, like he's just giving work. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner work. Okay? But it said he had to retreat and then come back to deliver the final blow. He said, or sorry, not retreat. What's his name? Ended up digging themselves away to a retreat. Simone. But this is where I was like, slowly but surely, I was like, I could be falling in love with this show. Go ahead, CJ.
Yeah. Boom boom. Let's see. Next episode. Freaking. Wait, did this start the next episode?
Yeah, the next
Hold
episode is
up.
when they have to fight him again.
Actually, it was later the same episode.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, he
Okay.
came back later the same episode.
Mm. Oh, and then they come. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah. Okay.
These episodes be low key feeling long the way how like multiple
Bro,
shit keep happening.
for real. So later episode to fill in. Later episode. I thought it was the next episode too, but later episode, Vero actually comes back. Vero comes back, and then it's time for round 2. And I remember Kamina was so cocky, so sure. He's like, nah, I got the answer now. I got the answer, Sway. Okay. I don't exactly remember how the fight was like. I think it was like a kind of like a back and forth fight. But
It's back and forth, but he started getting his ass whooped.
yeah, he's starting to
Was
get
just
bodied.
fishing ass whooping.
Bro, starting to get bodied. And out of nowhere, episode felt mad long? No, for real. They really felt longer than they were. And then out of nowhere, this is when I forgot how he initiated it, but this is when they fused their mechs. So the one that Kamina took over and the mech that Simone is in, Lagann, they ended up fucking fusing their mechs. And I'm like, okay, now we get into the business. Now we get into the business. And they deliver the ass whooping of a lifetime to Vero, bro. Like, took his helmet, ran his foams, took his fucking spare change, left this motherfucker bootlicking and fucking stripped naked, bro. Okay?
Not
Left
even
him,
just that. Took
bro,
his helmet, put it on
his
our
helmet,
head.
put it on his head, merged the helmet. I'm like, yo, this is crazy, bro. On some Power Rangers looking ass, fucking Mechazoid motherfucking looking ass. Like, that shit was crazy, bro. That shit was crazy. And then, honestly, Vero's gunman without the helmet looks horrible. Looks horrible. But
Or
regardless,
stripped him.
bro, like literally took everything he could ever. Like he took his dignity, his wallet, bitches, everything, bro. Nothing left. Vero was sent packing, bro. And I was like, you know what? You damn right. You fucking damn right, Kamina. You damn right, Kamina. I'm not gonna lie, I was riding the Kamina wave. Because I fuck with Simone. You know what I'm saying? But Kamina, the aura, the announcing of the moves, the unwavering confidence, the full send attitude, that's someone who I can get behind. Straight up. Continue. Go ahead.
Yeah, that shit's wild. Not only do you strip the aura, you freaking say, "Nice hat, G. Put that shit on my head." Like,
Bro, that was
and
crazy.
it just start looking better on my head. Like, what? Yeah,
Diabolical.
that's how that episode ended.
Diabolical.
The At that point, at the end of that episode, I forgot exactly how the conversation went, but they basically like, it's time for us to set out. Me and Simone, time for us to set out. At this point, like the Yoko and the village, they were kind of getting used to them. They're like, oh yeah, we such a great team. But Kamina's like, it's time
Hilarious,
for us to
bro.
set out. We got shit
Yep.
to do.
Mm-hmm.
That's when, Yoko's all sad.
Yeah, because Ron pulled up. He's
Her,
like, I'm going with y'all. What?
yeah, he's like, you guys gonna need a mechanic. You're like, yep, we're gonna need one.
I'm wrong.
And who is that? Like the village chief? Let's just say Yoko's village chief. He's
Yeah,
like,
he's like
yo,
the
you
acting
go too,
leader.
Yoko.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Diaker.
you go too. We know you want to go. Don't let us hold you back. Like anyone with eyes could see you freaking love the sauce they dishing out there. You could follow them. So she heads off. It's now a 5-man team. Or did I count that wrong? No, it's 5-man.
Yeah, Bunta. Or Buta.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
the goat.
I go. Buta. Then the next episode was
When they meet the black siblings,
the Black Siblings,
they're trying to get food again. They meet the black siblings.
which is crazy as hell.
This consistent of a brother and his 3 sisters, who are all like some type of hunters.
Yeah, they're all like what? It's like the oldest, middle child, or not middle child, but older sister, middle sister, younger sister. And they were like dressed. They were dressed up weird too, right?
Yeah, they're dressed up like the black Ku Klux Klan, bro.
Bro, for real. Straight up. First of all, so in the episode, this was kind of like a excuse me, a filler one. Like not filler, but like it was like a slower one after all the sauce we just went through. And Kamina trying to get Simone to merge, but not just any way. So the whole time, Simone is like literally running and dodging for his life because Kamina's in the fucking is in Gurren, the gunman ship, just throwing rocks, saying, "Come on, let's fuse." And he wanted Simone to fuse a certain way with some aura, with some drip, with some aesthetic. And Simone was just trying to be boring and fucking like merge some old witch
just,
way.
just climb on.
Just climb on and shit like that. And Kamina's like, no, bro, we gotta have a fucking drip. What the fuck is yo? Did you forget about the drip check gang? Hello? That's all we got. Oh my god, I'm dying. That's all we got. So the black siblings, aka the Black Ku Klux Klan, because they all fucking caped out, black capes, riding on a fucking backwards animal. They're steering it by its tail. I'm like, bro, what the fuck is going on? So they come in there.
I didn't notice that.
Yo, no, it was the craziest shit ever, but I was like, what the fuck is this? The face of the animal was behind them. They're riding the back side of the animal. Craziest shit ever. So they come in and they're yelling at Kami. They're like, yo, stop trying to hit him. He's just a little boy. He's a little kid. He's like all up in their boobs and whatever. And they're like holding him. And he's like, ooh, I like it here. You know what I'm saying? Type shit, whatever. They're trying to like save him. And then that's when Kamina and Simone explain what's actually going on. Okay? They explain what's actually going on. We're just trying to merge and just merge with some drip. We're trying to have some, you know what I'm saying? We're trying to look type B, baby. We're trying to look up to build up to snuff. Okay? Then this is when was it? I think the 16 faces, right?
Yeah, but it was funny before that. Kamina, when he first met the brother,
Oh yeah,
Keaton,
Kitan.
is that his name?
Kitan, yeah, Kitan.
Yeah, he he was like talking shit like, "Yo, are you a beast, man? You ugly as hell." He's like, "Let me see them teeth."
I forgot about that. What the fuck?
Yeah,
No, Kamina
those two
crazy.
had like a little ego battle,
What's
but
this
you're not
season?
gonna out ego the goat.
You cannot out ego Kamina, bro. Drip God,
But yeah,
Sauce
then
God.
then the 16 face gunman shows up. Go on.
So was it them that said they saw the 16 faces, or was it somebody else?
The black siblings, I believe.
Yeah. Okay. So the black siblings asked if Kamina and crew saw like the 16 faces, the 16 gunmen. There's 16 individual gunmen that are running around wreaking havoc, going crazy. So while they say no, Kamina is like, nah, we haven't seen them, but when we do see them, it's on site. They go about they're scouring for food again, and they find these 16 pink fur balls, right? That look like food, look like a dead animal. Like, all right, bet, perfect. We got food on a platter for us. Money. They go back to the campsite. They start cooking that bitch up, and it wakes up these 16 furball beastmen, right? That they run off. When they follow them, they see that, oh shit, this is the 16 gunmen. You see each furball hop into a gunman, and then these motherfuckers, these motherfuckers combine into this colossus ass fucking demonic chain ball looking motherfucker. It was crazy, bro. It was nuts. Thank you for the 25, man. I appreciate you, bro, Tiny. And this is when shit gets real. I forgot the context. But basically it's just battle time, right? It's battle time. Kamina's like, I bet, we gotta do what we gotta do, right? So he's like, Simone, I'm gonna need you to tighten up, bro. I'm gonna need you to tighten up. um, what was he? He's fighting it. He started losing, and then is that when
Then
Simone?
the sisters came in to try to help,
Okay.
and it looked like they got crushed by a rock in the process.
Oh, that's right.
That's when Simone starts trying to get to Kamina, and in the process, he's dodging the enemy's attack, and then it clicks in his head. He's like, "Oh shit, this is what you were training me for. Look at me, I'm dodging." And
He's
then
like dodging
Kamina
on
is like,
rocks and
"Oh
shit.
my god, you idiot! That's not what we're trying to do." And then Simone gets whacked by one of the rocks, and he flies into the air.
And then
That's when
Kamina's like,
Kamina's like, "That's it,
that's
that's
it.
it, it's time, baby." So he jumps in the air to combine with Simone in midair. He's like, "This is it. It's all about freaking soaring through the air, manly, masculine energy, and combining." That's when
Kamina's got it.
he merges with Simone. They do the whole transformation, freaking epic explosion in the background, and then the 16 face gunman is just staring at them with their mouth hanging like that shit was cool.
That was fire. He was like, that shit fire, wasn't it? That shit fire, ain't it? No cap. No cap. There we go. They was madder than a bitch. They was jealous as fuck.
It was like one of the little henchmen was like, "Damn, that shit was fire," and then the
Yeah.
leader just smacked them. He's like, "Yo, don't be saying that shit out loud."
That shit was saucy as fuck, boy. No cap. Shit was saucy as hell. He was tight. The leader was tight.
Yeah, it's like, don't be glazing them out loud. We talk about that shit when we get back to base.
And then what? They just packed him out, right?
They started fighting, but then they got hungry. That's when Buddha had to bite
Oh
off a
my
piece of his
god.
tail to
The
feed them.
gold. The gold.
Buddha recharged their fighting energy, and then they packed them out.
Mm, the gold. I forgot about Buddha's contribution, bro. That shit was crazy, bro. They dead ass. They was giving them the work, giving them smoke, but the whole time they were hungry, so they were low on energy. They had no spirit, no energy, no nothing to fight. As they about to get packed up, Buddha's like, all right, bro, I got you. Literally bit off his backside. He literally bit off his backside, split it in half, and then gave it to both of them. And come on, bro. Hero saves the day. Shout out to Buddha. Shout out to my boy Buddha, bro. Low key to go. Continue. Go ahead.
Yep, yep. The next episode was just all about them finding another village
Mm-hmm.
where turns out the people there they're in like even worse shape than the village they came from in terms of like food and stuff. And
Yep.
they have a religion where they freaking worship this statue, which our boys realize is a freaking gunman. They're over here worshiping a gunman. They think it's some kind of god.
Mm-hmm.
And then we had to tell them like, yo, this is the shit we've been fighting up there. This is not something you should be worshiping. Meanwhile, the village leader is like, oh, get out of here. Don't be bringing your nonsense here. Like, leave us alone in peace. Blah blah blah.
I did not like him at
And
all.
they also have, yeah, they also have like some kind of rule where they could only have like around 50 people in their village.
50, yep, 50.
And once you reach over 50, you got to draw some sticks or whatever. Whoever gets the short stick or whatever, you freaking you got to leave. We can't have over 50 people in this village. You got to leave. So
They sent him to the surface to basically die.
by the end of that episode, the two children draw the sticks and they both got to leave.
Well,
So
remember. So the reason why they went over 50 is because one of the village
somebody
members
had twins or something.
had triplets.
Triplets.
Mm-hmm. Had triplets. That's why they had to do it because they went over by 3. Oh, sorry, they went over by 2. It was 49, had triplets, went over by 2, and that's when the village leader rigged it so that the two kids, Dari and Gimme and Dari, they didn't have any family. They were orphans basically. So the village leader rigged it so that they would get picked and sent off to the surface to basically get packed up. And the whole time, Tommy and them are like, "This is wrong. This is fucked up. This is not the right way to do it." Um, Rossi, who's like the village leader's son, he was like wavering between like what was morally right, what was morally wrong, because he knew it was wrong, but he couldn't go against his father, and at the same time he could not go against his father. So he was like in between, and then that's when the other gunman came back. The fucking what was the name of that gunman?
I don't know, but some gunman drops it from the surface.
It was the one that dropped in on their village, right?
Really? Was it is the same one? Let me see. She
I thought so. Is it not?
Nah, it's not.
Okay. There's a random gunman.
But I think they were fighting it previously though, like right before this village.
Mhm.
But yeah, the gunman drops in on the village. They start fighting. In the middle of the fight, the village leader
Mhm.
hops in the gunman that they worship, showing that he knows how to pilot the shit. He knows what it is. He was just being shady the whole time.
Yep.
But he still insists that they leave the village and not disturb their custom ways and blah blah blah. Like don't interrupt what we got going on here. Our little cult. Guy's just weird as hell, unlikable.
He
He
was
got that
aged.
stupid face you want to punch.
Yo,
His face just, bro. I don't know how to describe it. You just gotta see that shit.
Kamine said the whole time, so he was like, "Bro, I can't stand the fucking look at his face, bro. He looks and reminds me of our village leader, bro. I wanna punch the fuck out of him, bro. I wanna beat his ass." And Kamine grilled him a couple times, but you know, nothing came of
Yeah.
that. But then basically they send him up.
Uh, how
So
did how
so
did Roshio get to leave too?
so after the village chief got into the gunman and bumped the bad gunman through that little hole into like whatever abyss. Um, let's call it. They were sending the two kids away, and that's when Rossio was like, "I'm gonna go accompany them. I want to make sure that they're okay." And the village elder didn't really fight it. He just gave them that their he just gave them their village scriptures that he doesn't know how to read. You know what I'm saying? Like Rossio or Rossio, whatever his name is, Rossio. He doesn't know how to read them, and I think that's when he finds out he doesn't know how to read either, right? The village leader.
Yeah.
Yeah, so neither one of them know how to read it, but he gave it to him and said basically, "Good luck on your travels." But you know, I don't know. That
Yeah,
was
he's like he's gonna go with them once they reclaim the surface and it's safe for humanity, blah blah blah.
hmm.
There will be no need for these painful laws no more.
I
He's gonna go.
still never liked that fucking village elder. He's annoying as fuck.
Yeah. Now we got Timmy tagging along.
Timmy.
Well, we got three Timmys tagging along. We got two kids and
Mm-hmm. Team
Sergeant
Gurren is
Punchable
crazy.
Face.
Yeah, Team Gurren is crazy. Because now they're like what? They're like they had five, so now eight. Oh, okay. Next episode. The next episode is
Not
the.
too not too much here.
I mean,
They found their way to a hot spring. They were traveling, blah blah blah,
not like shit.
fighting a couple. Yeah, they stinked. This I was wondering since episode one. I was like, yo, when Yoko was trapped in the Gurren with them,
Mhm.
like she not smelling all this stink, this manly stink. So she finally addressed it this episode. She's like, yo, you guys stink. Like, bro, we need to go clean. So, this episode we kill in a few irrelevant, easy, one-shottable bad guys on our trip, and they came across like a mist, fog, some sort of thing like that, where they see an old man in there, and he's like leading them to a hot spring. They don't know what he's doing. They're just like following him. Like, what's an old man doing out here? And they find their way to a hot spring. That is basically it.
Well, it's a
And
Beastman. Ah, Spring.
yeah, I just mean initially, that's it.
Oh
Like,
yeah, gotcha. Okay.
they're at the hot spring, they're freaking relaxing, yada yada. That's when Kamina and Simone, the hot springs are separated by gender, and he notices like the girl side is quiet. So he's like, wait, that's not right. And then he climbs up to look over, he doesn't see anything. Then he's like, okay, something suspicious going on here. That's when the freaking we see the girls are in prison and the whole hot spring starts turning into a beast man. And the lady in charge of the hot spring is a beast woman.
These
She
women here.
transforms, show her true colors. And then it's just a wild episode where they're running around naked and freaking Rashu, whatever his name is, he has
Yeah.
to he has to bring the Gurren to them.
Oh, that's right. You're right.
Yeah, it's
But
it's a it's a wild episode. They're literally like running around fighting with their things slanging everywhere.
it was a funny episode. It wasn't like a serious episode. It was like a funny episode, and like I think this is where they first referenced the Spiral King, right?
I can't. Let me say. Can't recall. Oh, so all I know is at the end of that episode, Viral shows up with his theme song playing, and that's how the episode ends. I'm like, okay, out the hot springs, back to the smoke.
And then this is where oh, let me continue. I'm gonna see what I have to say. Go ahead, go ahead.
Let's see.
All right. So real quick, this is where I was liking the show a lot. I was really enjoying it. Then this episode in particular, the middle part right here, is when they started slowing down for me. In particular, in particular, this episode that was following when they fought Viral again was the decline for Viral for me because I felt like this is the beginning of them starting to hoe people. Okay, they went into a whole hoe era and they hoed the fuck out of Viral. Hold the fuck out of him.
They did.
He was he was supposed to be the
I didn't notice
strong,
it on first
saucy
watch, but
op.
yeah,
Like, you know what I'm saying? He's supposed to be the strong, saucy op. He's supposed to get his lick back. He's supposed to be like he's like that. The commander, whatever his little title was, whatever. The fucking gunman was gas. Everything about him, top to bottom, was supposed to be straight smoke, straight, you know what I'm saying? Straight business. They go to fight him again, and they making chump change out of this motherfucker, bro. They making him look like a walking up. Yo, he's playing on rookie mode, gang. Like we Hall of Fame level. He on rookie mode. They made him seem so fucking insignificant in that small amount of time, and it literally just looks like he's just getting bodied. Like that ass, he's just getting bodied. Like there's no comp. He's just getting bodied. That's why I was like, Houston, we have a fucking problem. Houston, we have a fucking problem because he's there. He's like, yo, give me back my helmet, bitch. I'm finna stand on business. I'm finna really make y'all feel me for real, for real. And he just gets absolutely dog walked. I'm like, bro, what happened? All of a sudden, Team Gurren is just cracked out of the fucking nebula. These motherfuckers are just on X Games. Like in the small amount of time, these motherfuckers just learned how to fucking fusion ha, by the way, okay? They just learned how to fucking merge. And now everybody getting worked. Not even close. Everybody getting worked. I'm like, bro, this shit is crazy, bro. They hold the fuck out of him, bro. Right, J Will? They
yeah,
hold the fuck out of him. Go ahead, CJ. That shit pissed me off.
yeah. On this rewatch, I definitely noticed it way more than I did in the past, where I was like, damn, they're really like just tossing this fool to the side, bro.
Like,
But like I know why they do it. I didn't like that they do it, but I know why they do
yeah,
it because shortly after they got him out the way, we had a bigger threat.
yep.
So we can't focus on Viral. In the back, as soon as like literally as soon as they beat Viral, there's a giant freaking gunman showing up like
Colossus.
a
Colossus.
100 times bigger than freaking anything they've seen yet. 100 times bigger.
Colossus.
It's a whole freaking battleship
It's a fleet and
full of
everything.
like, yeah, it's a fleet full of other gunmen on it, big cannons on that shit. And I'm like, okay, we got more important things to focus on than Viral getting hold right now. So, and also they were trying to show like how they've improved because up until basically the last two episodes, they've been destroying most of the gunmen that come at them with ease. So they definitely level up,
Yeah.
but we didn't want to see that happen to our boy Viral.
Too much
But
sauce,
yeah,
bro.
they start fighting this battleship, there's smoke everywhere, cannon fire. They're getting surrounded. At this point, Keaton shows up and he got his own mech. He pulls up in his own gunman, trying to aura farm, but we don't care about him. Back to the action, baby.
Oh. It was Kitan in the village. Remember the village too. Dayaku and them.
What do you mean in the village?
They came with the. It was Kitan and Dayaku and them in the gunmans.
Oh yeah. The whole freaking village showed up.
Yeah. Motherfucker was
Yeah,
just fucking having a steal affair, bro. Motherfucker was just stealing
they
gunmen, just
showed
making it their
up.
own.
They're like, "Yo, we stole gunmen too, just like you, Kamina." What I like is anyone that even associates with Kamina, he's just like, "Yo, you part of the team now, so
Oh
you
God, Chris
automatically
was good, baby.
underneath him. He's automatically your leader, whether you like it or not."
Bro, and everybody was glazing him, bro. The fucking sisters was glazing him. Obviously, Simone glazing him. Yoko, she got a thing for him. She's not openly and outwardly glazing him, but she glazing him. Everybody named Mama glazing Kamina. And I'm not gonna lie, it's warranted, bro. He's him. He's him. It's fine. It's okay.
I will say on this rewatch, I didn't like the way Yoko was moving as much because I'm like, yo, she kind of giving too many mixed signals to Simone here because Simone over here thinking he got a little bit of a chance,
You thought she
based
was
on the
giving
way
mixed
she's
signals?
moving. Yeah, she was. I don't think it was like intentional. It's just how she is, but
I mean,
it
she
was just
had been.
coming off as some real mixed signals with Simone. Because one second she was hating on him, the next second she's like all friendly and winky face. The next second again, she's like, "Yo, Simone, get your shit together." Like, remember she was even telling Kamina like, "Yo, let me pilot the gunman" at
Yeah,
one
yeah.
point.
Hmm.
So it's like she was a little wishy washy with him, like giving mixed signals. But
I think
yeah,
he was just young. I think he was just young, so that's how it was appearing.
he's also young and naive too.
He's young
So
and naive.
it's a
Uh, it's a mix
it's
of
like
both.
a little bit of both of them. Yeah.
Yeah. Real quick, J Will said, had me dying because it wasn't until Kamina did that the humans realized they could just take. Bro, deadass. The whole time, nobody ever thought, yo, let's steal the gunman and beat their ass. Nobody thought to do that. Nobody. Now, whether they could have done it or not is a different story. But nobody even thought to do that, bro. And now we got a fucking bargain sale of fucking gunmen, bro. Everybody got gunmen. You get a gunman. You get a gunman. Everybody got gunmen. All of a sudden, everybody just fucking hijacking the shit. Like, what the fuck? Y'all should have been did this. What the fuck? Hello? Kamini ain't the smartest motherfucker in the show. He not even top 10. He not even top 10 of smartest people on the show. And he took this dumbass, love him, took this dumbass to like, I bet, like, yo, I guess we out here fucking robbing, bro. We robbing motherfuckers for their phones. Like, like yo, bro, that ass? That shit was crazy, bro. Yeah, but that shit was
It
crazy,
just take
bro.
one. It just take one guy from the hood. It's like
Yo, straight up from the trenches, bro.
it's
It
like
take one trench, baby. That's it, bro. It take one trench, baby. That's it, bro.
it's like, yo, what y'all doing over here in this rich community? Like, what you mean that one guy got all the guns? We robbing him. Like,
Yo, like what? Not anymore, bitch. We
what-
we got guns. Our guns now. Fuck is you talking about?
he showed up. He's like, oh shit, nice gun. I want that one.
Like, nah, that shit
He
was
took
crazy,
over
bro.
that shit.
That shit was crazy, bro. Um,
But yeah,
but yeah, go ahead.
I'm looking at it right now. Like, to be fair, Viral, he didn't just get like insignificantly one-shotted. They were lighting up Kamina and Simone. They were lighting him up with cannon fire and shit. Then they dropped out the sky with a flaming kick straight to Viral. They was like literally on fire with a flaming kick straight into Viral,
They
knocked his
hold
ass out.
they hold the fuck out of him, bro. I'm telling you, bro. He needed
They
backup.
hold him. They hold him, but that kick was like the greatest thing they did so
The
far.
kick was
So they
crazy.
they they definitely
The
they
kick
gave
the kick was
him
crazy.
the absolute most badass move they had up until
Yeah.
this point.
Mm-hmm.
So
This
yeah,
is
they
true.
came out the sky, freaking kicked them, looking like the freaking alt art, freaking mask hero.
He's stupid.
Yo,
Man, Dark Law is crazy. Nah,
yeah.
he's stupid.
Then the big ship grabbed them, started trying to rip their gunmen apart.
And the ship was one of the four generals, by the way.
Yeah, so we get introduced to one of the four generals. We didn't even know they have freaking generals. But if one general is moving like this with this gunman that's like 100 times bigger than everyone else.
This shit was crazy.
At this point, I'm like, how are we gonna do this?
Bro, I thought
Like,
the same
what are
thing.
we gonna do?
Yep.
Like, we're dead.
Bro, this, and like I said before, this is the start of the decline, man. This is the start of the decline for me because I felt like they set certain things up and they did not deliver. But we'll go into that. But this is one of the four generals, and he getting busy. He getting to work. You know what I'm saying? Like CJ said, fucking they came out the sky, fucking fire flame kicking motherfuckers. Vero got absolute popped, like absolute pop. And what is it? This is what did they fight him twice or no or just once?
Yeah. So they do the flaming kick. They were about to get ripped in half.
Oh,
I
I
believe
remember what happened.
that's when reinforcements came, I believe.
Yeah, so the reinforcements come. They're fighting. They get to the gun, to the Dyson ship, whatever the case may be, and I think they had attempted. No, they didn't. They didn't attempt yet. They were trying to fight. They were trying to fight the general and obviously Viral and the rest of them, whatever. And they were trying to figure out a way to beat them because they can't take down this big ass mech, and they like don't have a lot of options. Like they honestly get embodied. The fucking general is just like laughing, like ha ha he he, y'all motherfuckers finna get packed. And this is when Kamina's like, yo, I trust in Simone. Simone, go handle that shit, bro. Yes. Simone, go handle that shit. So the whole time, the gunman and all these motherfuckers is chasing Simone. Simone is dodging, bobbing, weaving, shooting shit into the ground. You're like, what the fuck is going on here, bro? My boy Simone
Wait,
was like, I got what?
there's one thing that happened before that.
What?
I think you're talking about part 2 of the fight.
No, this is
So in
part one. This is part one of the fight.
This is part 1?
This is part one.
Okay.
Yeah, so yeah, this is part one. So then he's Simone backed himself into a corner. And that's when they're like, oh, what you gonna do now, little pussy boy, baby boy? What you gonna do, bitch? What you gonna do, bitch? You can't go nowhere. There's nowhere to run now. Everybody's like, oh my God, what's going on? And then that's motherfucker, Simone was like, bitch, you know what they call me, pussy? You know what they call me? Simone the motherfucking digger, bitch. Fuck is you talking about? Out. Into the ground. Fucking leveled the whole ground because he set drills into the ground all over and sunk that whole motherfucker, bro. Sunk the whole shit. I was like, you know what, Simone? You've been acting like a bitch, but I fuck with you. I fuck with you the long way, no diddy. No diddy bop. This was one of Simone's greatest moments, bro. I was like, you know what? My boy standing on business. Let's fucking go, bro. Absolutely fucking leveled the ground. All these motherfuckers go tumbling down. And it's like, all right, bitch, yeah, pussy, like, we're gonna come back to clean it up. What's good? That's when they regroup. Like Chris said, that's when they regroup. They go back to the camp, whatever. They kiki and whatever, and they preparing for the next battle. But here's something that happened that I personally, right? Here's something that happened that I saw that I didn't think they were gonna do it. Meanwhile, what episode is this? This episode 8?
We're going into 8.
We're going into 8.
We're going into 8, yeah.
So this is something I thought it was possible, but I didn't think they were gonna do it. They fucking set up the scene where everyone's, like talking and the big preparation for the battle. Leron's doing the shit, working on the mechs and shit, whatever. Everybody eating. Kamin is reflecting, trying to get into that mode. And then that's when Yoko was like, yo, I gotta make some shit known, bro. So obviously we know Yoko has a thing for him. She goes up to him, they talking, and out of nowhere, she smooches him. She like, come here, bitch. Give me that. Okay. She smooch him. He's like, oh shit. That's how you feel? And then they making out, right? They making out, and she's like, we better win tomorrow. And he's like, Kamina's like, I got you, boo-boo. I got you, Stank. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna pay you back. I'm gonna repay you 10 times more when I get back, bro. We finna put it down for real, okay? But it was kind of weird. For me, it was kind of weird because I'm like, why did it seem like a goodbye kiss? Like, why did it seem like a, you know what I'm saying? Why did it seem like a, you going into like a final battle type shit? Like, I was like, hold on, bro. I'm like, hold on, what's going on, Gango? Like, I don't really like how you setting this up, G. Okay, like we handle business as regular. You know what I'm saying? Regular schmegular. Okay, we do this every day. We body people. Come on now, like what's going on here? And then Simone sees them kiss. So as CJ was alluded to before, Simone had mixed feelings, and he was fancying Yoko. Yoko's a Hall of Fame D1 baddie. Okay, so we understand it. But Simone was like, "Oh shit!" Runs back to Lagann. He's in the cockpit saying, "I didn't see anything. I didn't see anything. I didn't see anything. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me." When I saw this, bro, I knew shit was cooked. I said, "Yo, they not just about to hold viral. They about to hold the whole show. Everybody getting hold. No one is exempt from getting hold. Okay." And this is what I knew. Bro, I didn't. I in my head, I'm like, nah, they're not gonna do it. It's episode 8. It's Kamina, bro. It's episode 8. There's no way. There's no way. But obviously I thought because I'm like, yo, they setting this shit up kind of wonky, bro. Hence or commence the hoeing. Go ahead, CJ. Talk to him.
Yeah. Before the whole kiss thing, they were, and throughout the episode during the
Piss me
fight,
off.
they were addressing like, "Yo, Kamina, you moving a little wild today, bro." You know, like up until now, we there was a certain level of I believe you're gonna get this shit done, but today in today's fight, you was just moving like a straight crackhead. Like,
Hey, he's going crazy.
like, bro, you gotta chill out. If it wasn't for Simone, you're dead. So everybody was a little worried, but then yeah, we we get the kiss. We go into the next day. We form an actual strategy this time, where the core plan is Simone is gonna go and attach to the general warship, and he's gonna try to take control of it.
Yep.
Meanwhile, everybody else, we're gonna serve as distraction. We're gonna fight. Blah blah blah.
Back up. Yeah. Wooty whoop.
Yeah, you want to talk about it?
Nah, not you. Sure. Because I'm gonna explain the. I got something to say, but I'm gonna let you go through it.
All right, so the day starts. We start charging. We're tossing boulders. We're freaking sniping. Simone jumps up there. He, he gets to the top. He merges. He starts taking control. Then they notice something ain't right. It's it's not taking over. They look at the energy levels. It's like clear Simone's distracted. Even Simone knows he's distracted. He's thinking about the freaking kiss with Kamina and Yoko. He's not fully into it, no matter how hard he tries. That's when Kamina is like, "Oh my gosh, like what are you doing, bro?" So Kamina charges up there, stops what he's doing to go fly up to Simone. He tells Simone, "Open the hatch, grit your teeth." He flies out there, punches Simone in his face, like, "Yo, get it together, bro. Like, what are you doing? We're all gonna die if you don't get this shit done." And he says, "If you ever start to doubt yourself, I'll always come to beat you."
Punch you in the face. Yo, that shit was great. The grit your teeth actually had me dying. I'm not gonna lie. He said, "Open the hatch, grit your teeth." I was like, "Damn." But to be fair, it was needed, bro. Because the whole time, Simone is thinking about the kiss. How does it affect him? His emotions all over the fucking place, and he's the most important piece to the strategy.
Yeah. And this whole show, he's been telling Simone, like, "Yo, believe in me who believes in you. Even if you don't believe in yourself, believe in me who believes in you, because I believe in you." And then right here, when he punches him in the face, he tells him, "Believe in the Simone that I have faith in." And then he finally started getting his shit together. He took over the ship. They took over the main guns. Kamina gets back into he gets back
Mac,
in his mech. He takes a sigh of relief because now Simone's under control. And then that's when he just gets blasted out of nowhere from right below his feet. A beam just comes up right below his feet, blasts him. Then, like a freaking organized assault, all of a sudden, Viral comes out of nowhere. As he gets blasted into the air, Viral grabs him, freaking spins him around, like basically restrains his movement, while the freaking general just comes out of the sky, stabs him straight through his mech. And you see Kamina gets impaled. There's blood everywhere. Everyone's like in shock at what's going on. And like the way they set this shit up,
Crazy.
like this shit hurt me. Like this shit hurt me.
Hurt me, bro.
It's like no matter how many times I watch it, it just hurts me because the way they set it up, bro. Because everybody was on Kamina's ass. It
Bro.
wasn't enough that he got snuck attack with the blast. It's like, nah, here comes Viral, grabs him, swinging him around. Here comes the general out the sky with a spear, bangs, impales him,
Yeah.
blood gushing. I'm like, damn, like it's like he's already down. Like you guys are just over here triple teaming the down player. Like what the hell?
Bro. I couldn't
It's
believe
crazy.
I couldn't believe it.
It's like when you watching freaking basketball and you got like 5 people guarding Steph Curry. Like this shit
he's
was
like
overkill.
he's like 3 ain't enough, bro. That's facts. 3 ain't enough.
This shit was just overkill, bro. The overkill was so hard. You just looking at the screen like, this is fucked up. Like my goat, no.
Yeah, and you're like seeing him. You're like seeing him like you're seeing him get fucked up, and you're like, is he actually gonna fucking die? Like I remember, I was like, yo, is he? Are they really gonna do this, bro? Are they really gonna do it this way, right? So then he's like, he's basically like fucked up. He's done. Like he's out of the game, right? And everyone's like, yo, what the fuck is going on? Like everyone, like Yoko's like getting emotional. The crew is like, oh my god, no fucking way. The girl's getting emotional, and then you got Simone losing his fucking mind. You got Simone losing his mind, losing control of the fucking the giant ship, and it's like, bro, everything that's bad, like everything that could have went wrong, and now it's getting even worse because now Simone's bugging out, and he is the key to success here. Okay, so he's tripping out, he's fucking rampaging, he's like despairing, and then out of nowhere, you see Kamina get a second win, and you're like, oh shit, okay, he got a second win, okay, nice, all right, bet he back in the game. He got fucked up. Okay, cool. It happens. You know what I'm saying? Real pimps get fucked up too. You know what I'm saying? It's a crazy battle. He goes and he punches him again, right? I think
Yeah, he had
he
to go
punches
punch
he
him
had to
again.
go punch Simone again to wake this little cocksucker up, bro.
He's like, damn,
Bloodied,
can I get some rest around here?
yeah. Like bloodied, like on his last leg type shit. He's like, don't worry, I'll always be here to snuff you if you keep fucking up, if you keep acting up. Gets back into the mech. He's like, Simone, you know what the fuck time it is, bro. Let's get this shit. Let's run this shit, bitch. Fuck is you talking about? This was, yo, when this scene happened, bro, I was like, yo, this is probably the best scene thus far. They merged and
100%.
got busy. They merged and got absolutely busy. Like, I'm talking drills out the ass, literally. Drills out the fingertips, the shoulder blades, the fucking, the ligaments. They just fucking giving work to all these gunmen, picking everybody up. They fucking, he's fucking, like, they put outputting crazy energy. They fucking throw the shades, bro. They throw the shades. And this is when they first got this finishing move, bro. It was the coldest finishing move ever, bro.
Right, that
I
shit
was
is
I was getting
fire.
goosebumps, bro. I was getting goosebumps. They threw the shades. This motherfucking Kamina was like, yo, it's time to put an end to this. And you just see this giant ass drill fucking emerge. And he's like, get drill out. I was like, oh, they got the fucking general fucking like detained or some shit and literally just fucking like blew a colossus size hole through the gunman and packed him up while screaming the fucking finishing move. I almost came. That was insane.
Nah,
That
that shit
was
was elite, bro.
chef's kiss. Getting busy. And then,
Like, from the moment they transformed, bro, they had
bro,
the freaking
bro,
volcano in the
the
background
volcano,
erupted
yeah,
as they
yep,
transformed.
the volcano in the
I
back
was like, oh
erupted.
my god.
Bro, firing up on all cylinders, getting hype. Comment is like, let's go. Fucking
Pulled
body
off
the
our
fucking general.
shades. Whew.
Bro, body the
Bro,
general, bro.
I've
Oh
been
my
saying that
God.
move the whole show, bro.
I know.
Giga, drill. I'm
Bro,
like,
I'm
bro, what
telling you,
the
that shit, yo, that is the hardest move in the show, bro. I don't care about nothing. That is the hardest move in the show, bro. And the animation went stupid, bro. They had the finishing blow, and you just see it on some Power Rangers time and blow up in the background while they fucking aura farming. I'm like, nah, this is crazy, bro. This is crazy. I'm like, we really like, comedy is really like that, bro. Like, there's nothing you can say to me. Comedy does him, bro. And then he whispers his last fucking words and his goodbye to Simone. I forgot what did he say. He's like, I think he said like, "Don't ever stop believing in yourself" or something like that. And like, I
he
forgot.
basically was saying, like, don't believe in me who believes in you anymore. Believe in
Believe
the
in you.
Simone that
Yeah,
believes in you.
yeah.
Like, have
So
faith in yourself.
have faith in
Don't
yourself,
just rely
exactly.
on me.
And
Then he says later, buddy.
yep. And that was probably the most depressing episode. And I haven't been that sad in a little minute. I'm gonna be honest, bro. That shit hurt me, bro.
That
That
shit
shit hurt
hurt.
me.
That's after the most fire fight.
Fight, bro. Like after the most insane fight we've seen thus far, bust. Everything was bussing. For him to fucking die a great death. He died a great death. He went out on, bro. He went out standing on business. When I see 10 toes, Tommy Nut is pictured in my mind, bro. When you ever say 10 toes, this is what I'm thinking of. Right here. And then later, buddy, I was like, nah, bro. I gotta take a break. I took a break after that episode, bro.
I'm telling you all right now, Kamina forever been on my top 10 greatest anime characters.
Yo, he's in the discussion. He's in the discussion. Like, there's no way you have that much. And the thing is that I didn't really know or think they were gonna do it because it was so early. I thought that Kamina was gonna be there for at least half the anime. Bro, he was literally only there for a quarter of the anime. I could not believe that they actually killed my boy. They
I
really
couldn't
killed my
believe it
goat.
either. On the first watch, I was in. It was like, bro,
I was
this
in
episode
shambles.
hit you with the peak action along with the peak emotions in one
Bro.
episode, and then took away the goat, and I was just like, holy
Oh.
shit.
Like
Wait,
gave
there's
you
still
all
like
this
a lot more
juice.
episodes. There's still a
Bro.
lot more episodes. What's going on?
Like I said,
I was
bro,
like, what the hell?
this is where it started going down for me, bro. I'm gonna be honest. This was started going down for me because after this episode, like they obviously buried him and they feeling their whatever way about it, and Simone's like, I killed him, and Simone's being a fucking obviously he's going through grief and he's young and he's young, you know what I'm saying? So I get it. But they got Simone acting like a hoe for way too many episodes. Everyone else is emotionally detached. Yoko's like not even like really trying to be around. Kitan's the acting leader, but nobody really give a fuck about Kitan. It's no disrespect to him, but nobody acknowledges Brody. Nobody acknowledges you as the new leader, bro. Okay, nobody. Low key tight because I fuck with Kamina as the MC, but having Simone by himself, I lost a little hope. Precisely, I didn't know where they was gonna go with it, bro. Because I'm like, I fuck with Simone, but like without Kamina, I don't know, man. And honestly, the I'm gonna be honest, bro. The middle part from when that happened to about the time skip, there were some episodes that were cool. but I feel like they didn't really. I feel like that big body did like from that episode to the time skip. I feel like it wasn't doing it for me personally. I feel like it wasn't doing it to me, doing it for me, because with the introduction, and we can go into it obviously, with the introduction of Nia and the other generals and the fight, I felt like the fights were okay. Some of them were decent. Some of them are kind of lackluster. Some of them felt rushed. Um, the generals kind of, it just felt like a lot of plot armor when it came to the generals. It felt like the generals never really, like they never really lived up to what they were supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Because you got this general with the big body mech, Colossus mech, and that, yo, respectfully, he stood on business. Respectfully, he did what the fuck he was supposed to do. He packed up Kamina. Okay, he got packed up too, but it was an eye for an eye, and that eye was bigger than theirs. Our eye was bigger than theirs. Okay, so respectfully, that general did what he was supposed to do, and the rest of the generals, it just felt like it was like it just felt like it didn't do it, man. It felt like it wasn't really giving what it was supposed to give, bro. It felt like the fights were rushed. It felt like the tempo was off. Simone was being a hoe for too long, man. Like I'm not to say we should skip through it because I'm not trying to skip through it, but like I'm gonna be
No, no,
honest.
no. It's that's what I planned on doing. Like we don't have
Yeah,
to address all that.
yeah, because like when it got to, so we'll quickly go to the generals. When it got to the general that was supposed to redeem the general that just got bodied. Her first sighting, she was like, "Bet water walls all around. We finna get to it." She sees Nia. Nia is the Spiral King's daughter that Simone found in a scrap heap when when his mech wasn't listening to him because he was being a bitch. Okay, his mech wasn't really listening to him. He found her, got them to safety. Then the mech stopped listening to him. He was being a hoe. He was being a bitch. The general pulls up, trying to stand on business, and it's like, oh, the king's daughter. She wasn't informed that the king don't give a fuck about his daughter. Okay, she don't give a fuck about the king. Don't give a fuck about the daughter. She go back. She like, yo, the only reason I didn't fulfill my mission is because that's your daughter. I wasn't aware that you were trying to pack her up too. He's like, yo, I'm gonna tell you one thing. Go handle business and stop talking to me right now. Okay, I don't care about her, bro. She was cast off a long time ago. This is an excuse. Go over there. You get one more chance. If you don't do it, then you know what's gonna happen. Straight up. I make you a general for no reason, bitch. So and she goes back, and basically she gets packed up. Viral comes back, and he gets packed up again. And this is a pack up affair because now you got everybody have their own mechs, everybody standing on business, everybody handling it, whatever. And Simone finally gets his second wind, but he's still not Kamina. Like, not to say we should compare them, but it just didn't do it for us. Even him being back in business and standing on business, and and he was delivering. I'm gonna be honest. It got to a point where he was delivering, right? And he was like talking that shit, and he sounded like how we wanted him to sound, but it just didn't really fit just yet. You know what I'm saying? It didn't really just fit just yet. But he was standing on business a little bit, but the generals was getting packed up. The generals was getting packed up. The only scene that really did something for me was maybe the water scene, right? When it was underwater for the second fight against
Yes, yes.
Viral.
That was the first one where I was
Yeah.
like, okay, baby.
Yeah. Viral and the general again, the girl general, Eileen, whatever her name is. That's probably the only one that like was really doing something for me. Go ahead. You can say something, CJ.
All right, so yeah, I was thinking the same shit. After Kamina died, I was like, okay, he's depressed. We got Nia, blah blah blah. And I remember this is where we go back to the start. My boy that recommended me this show, I hit him up on the phone. I'm like, yo, when does this get good again? I'm like, I'm like, dog, Common is gone. Like, I'm
Yo.
like, bro, we can't have a whole show of Simone being depressed, and I'm sorry that
It was
this
three
man is just
episodes of
not
that shit,
gonna
bro.
he's not gonna carry the show, bro. He's not. And my boy said, yo, just watch. Just watch. Just keep watching, trust me. So I keep watching. That's when the episode came where Simone, started standing on business again. He got himself together. I was like, okay, okay. This is the Simone we wanted. He's
Yep.
badass. I'm like, okay, we're getting somewhere, but it's still not there, but
Not there.
it's good. It's good now, but it's not at the heights we were at.
Yep.
So I'm
Yep.
like, okay. So we're watching, and then like you said, the first fight that actually got me back into like some real hype was the underwater
Trust me,
one when they
bro.
did the move, the
Jill, I got
finishing
you. I'm about
move
to read
there.
you just a second.
I was like, okay, that's fire. He
Nah, for
said
real.
CJ really got the trust
Yeah,
me, bro.
trust me, bro. Just trust me, bro.
Yeah. I'm like, okay. Okay, that was fire. That was the first episode in a while where I'm like, okay, that was fire. You know, not that was good, that was fire. I'm like, all
Yeah.
right.
Because people
The
starting to
next
believe in Simone
episode,
and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, if Simone, I just trust Simone. That's when Nia was like, I just trust Simone. Like, I have nothing else to say besides I trust him. And I was like, you know what? I
oh,
bet.
that was the following episode where they were fighting another big ass tower. I believe it was called the Teplin,
Oh, really?
or like right
I
before.
think I think I thought she
This
said it
was
that episode.
actually, huh?
I thought she said it. I thought she said it on the second fight underwater.
You know, she said it multiple times
Said it a
actually.
couple times.
So
Yeah.
it's yeah, she said it multiple times. So that's
Hmm.
probably like the first time.
Hmm.
And then yeah, the second time when another big tower shows up, massive.
Evelyn. Hmm.
The Teplin shows up. This was one of my favorite moments in the show also.
Okay.
Like
The fight at the
when
end. Yeah.
when they were getting their ass whooped and they were about to like basically die, Nia was like she appeared in the hologram. Well,
Yep.
first we had more reinforcements show up, like some more people from villages. Like,
Yep.
hey, we stole some mechs too. We saw you guys. We've been following you guys' adventure. We're part of the team too. They show
Yep.
up. They're new. They're getting packed out. And Nia appears on the hologram. She's trying to get people to get away from this big, ginormous
Tornado.
thing that we don't. Yeah, this tornado. Because anyone that goes close is gonna die. So she appears on a hologram. She's like, guys, back up, blah, blah, blah. They're like, what? What the hell? We can't back up. We can't stop now. How else we going to take this thing down? She's like, don't worry about it. Seaman will take care of it. They're like, huh? And like she starts doing a speech and then she does the commoner pose and that shit was
Yeah.
just peak for me, bro. Yeah, that shit was peak for me. Like her eyes were like shining. She had her finger pointing to the sky.
Yeah,
She's like,
bro.
Simon's drill is the drill that will pierce the heavens. And then you see Simon digging up from underground and lifts
Yep.
the whole thing up.
Yep.
And I was like, yo, this shit is fire right now. And
I
then
fucked with that scene.
it led into a big massive battle where I messed with this battle also heavy.
No, this
The
battle
whole
was
battle
gas.
that led Yeah, the whole battle that led into the Spiral King fight.
Yep. Yep.
It led into the Viral fight where Viral, after like six
A
plus
thousand
episodes,
L's.
realizes he's been fighting Simon the whole time. He
Yep.
thought he was fighting Kamina. And then he realized Kamina died way back there in that other fight against the general, and he had no clue. So this is where he starts like acknowledging Simon. He's like, "Tell me your name," blah blah blah.
Yep.
They get into a fight, and of course he's no match for Simon. And then it goes straight into the Spiral King fight next. We see the Spiral King. They finally make eye contact with him, and I'm
Crazy.
thinking, I had no clue. Okay, just like every other big fight, I'm like, we're dead. We're not winning this.
We're
I don't
dead.
see how we're gonna win this. And then they introduce the Spiral King right there, and I'm like, oh, okay, we gotta retreat and come back. Nope, we get straight to it. We get straight to it. Like it was just fight after it was general, then viral, straight into the Spiral King,
Yep.
and it's just body after body. We're getting straight to it, and I thought they would maybe like do this in a cheesy way, but I really like the way they did it. Like I felt like we were supposed to win that fight the way they did it.
I'm gonna be honest. I felt opposite. Also, before we continue, real quick, J Will said it lost me until the time skip. I wasn't even close to 100% until the time skip. I don't really like mech in general, but once we hit that time skip, I was a bit more invested. I agree. But here's what I'll say: this did pique my interest. I think the Spiral King's fight was gas. The Spiral King was straight up just what I wanted. I wanted somebody to finally stand on business, to finally be who they say they are. Okay, I'm tired of these generals fucking not living up to their status, bro. Because none of the generals, all the generals was weaker than the other one with the Colossus ship, bro. No cap, they all were weaker. I don't care what nobody say, bro. They all
The
did not.
aerial one, he did put in some work. The aerial one.
Everyone did put in some work because of the advantage that they had. And then whoa, one thing I will say, when fucking Simone merged with one of the fucking flying gunmen, that was cold. I'll give it to him.
Yeah.
That was cold. And then from there, Leron did his thing and made sure everybody was able to fly and do the thug dizzle, right? But this was the time where I was like, okay, Spiral King is living up to Spiral King. In the mech, busy, work, business. Okay, bet. Bodying Simone left and right. Then Simone, you know what I'm saying, got his little one off. You know what I'm saying? Simone was doing his thing. Okay, bet. I bet. In terms of gunmen, yo, Simone's gunmen handled that. But Spiral King said, this is why I never leave it to gunmen. Got out the gunman and just straight hands, like man hands, bro. Busy, big body. I'm him. Okay, just destroy, like deleted Simone's mech, deleted Simone, like just body to the left, body to the right, bodies up, bodies down, like just straight up gave him the work. And this is why I felt like they plot armored it, but it makes sense. I'm not saying it don't make sense, but I feel like they plot armored here. Okay, you can explain. Go ahead.
Yeah, basically, this man is out his mag beating ass. He got a freaking red flame coming out his head. I'm watching this with my girl. She's like, "What the hell? This man's in
Yo,
Bangkok."
yo, Spiral King was moving different.
Yeah.
Spiral King was moving different,
Uh,
bro.
oh, mind you,
Yo,
I did not mention it up until now. Like, I said the viral theme song, but I love the whole freaking battle music in this anime.
yeah, bro. The music, the soundtrack of this anime was fucking bonkers, bro.
I love the freaking yeah. The
Row,
soundtrack in every real fight is going insane.
facts, facts. The soundtrack
So
was elite.
Simon ends up winning the fight because he stabs him with his key, which is a drill. It pumps all the energy straight into him, makes a hole in him. Now, me personally, I wasn't mad at this because as the big bad Spiral King, you're not expecting some little freaking key to just do that shit to you. So he kind of got caught off guard, blew a hole straight into him. I thought it was kind of badass too, because Simon like he put some oomph in that shit.
Nah, he did, but I thought it was a little plot armor, but I wasn't mad. I wasn't like, oh, so bad, but like, I was like, like could have done with something else, but I mean, whatever, that's fine.
Yeah, that's when the Spiral King starts giving all these cryptic messages. He's
Yup,
like, "Oh, you guys, you guys are fighting so hard when you're gonna be your own annihilation, blah blah
yeah,
blah. Try to keep you guys in check."
yep. Saying
He
that he's
starts
the reason
talking
why he's trying
about,
to protect humanity. He's like, I'm the real
yeah,
keeper of humanity and shit like that. Whatever, you guys gonna find out. I'm like, damn, hold on, what you talking about?
he's like, when the population hits 1 million monkeys, y'all
Mhm.
gonna find out. And they're just like, huh?
Nani?
They're confused, but we start living life. This is when the time skip happens where they build a city,
Seven
everyone's
years,
living on the surface now. They have a government. Simon's the supreme commander.
futuristic and everything.
They're in the office. Yeah, they're like older. Simon's taller now and everything. They show a little flashback. Yoko left the group because she's not with that office life. She's
Mm,
gonna go do her own thing.
mm.
And Ratio or whatever his name is like the freaking basically in charge of the military.
I couldn't stand him.
And he in the time skip is being how we expected him to be from the start. A little bitch that you want to punch in the face. Freaking, he got the same face as his freaking
Villager father.
leader dad over there,
Thinks
who was over there worshiping gunmen. He got the same face, the same attitude, stuck up. Boy,
he's
forgot.
right.
Yo, this shit was crazy, bro. When they showed this time skip, this shit was crazy. It's like
I
they
was.
forgot. It's like they forgot how we got here. Like he's over here giving Simone attitude and shit. Like you
I did not like
must have
Ross.
forgot how we got here, bro.
Yep. Yep. Did not like Rossio
But
at all.
anyway, shortly shortly after the time skip, shit. First off, I'm gonna say Yoko, she's a teacher. She's on the island with some kids. All right,
Mm-hmm.
that's that. She went underneath a new identity. She didn't want them to know who she is. Some of the kids,
Yamako.
like, they're like, wait, isn't this the baddie from the textbook? She's like, nah, ain't me. Ain't me. But yeah, back to the main story. So they've been gathering. They've been sending out, like, mainly Roshio, whatever. He been sending out military units to gather all the people in villages to bring them to the surface so that they could keep an accurate count of society to
Mm-hmm.
because they want to know exactly when it reaches 1 million to see like
If
what the
anything
hell the
happens.
Spiral King is even talking about.
Yep.
And I don't even see the point in that because like what you gonna do? Start killing people? Are you gonna kill people to
Yeah.
prevent it from getting to 1 million? Like what's the point? Like when it reaches 1 million, you're gonna see anyway. If it's real.
I think he was just trying to prep for it, but the preps.
But
I
yeah,
mean, even preparation wasn't enough time.
this is when Simon starts finding out that Rashio's doing some weird shit. Like he didn't explain that he was forcing people out their villages and all this shit. And it wasn't until they try to force a group out of a village and Viral is over here defending the village.
Yep. And by the
And
way, Viral at this point is immortal because the Spiral King made him immortal to be a forever messenger. So.
yes, the Spiral King right before his fight made Viral immortal. And Viral thought it was so he could defeat Simone, but he's like, no, bro, I didn't give you the power to defeat Simone. I just made you immortal so you could tell the story of my greatness. I want you to be an eternal messenger and spread the story far and wide about how I'm the GOAT.
Facts.
But then he gets packed out, and Viral is now like, like, who do I tell the story about now? It's like,
And no story to
but
tell.
anyway, Viral is over here trying to save the villagers, and that's when it's brought to Simone's attention, and it's like, "Yo, Rashio, what are you doing?" He's like, "Oh, we need to keep count of everyone." Blah blah blah. Anyway, baby is born or something, and boom, a counter shows up. It says 1 million.
It was Dayaku and the oldest sister from the black siblings, their daughter.
Yeah, you want to talk about what happens?
So basically, um, Dayaku and the oldest sister of the black siblings, they're together. They have a baby and cute baby, cute blonde baby. And as soon as the baby's born, the count of the amount of humans goes to 1 million. When the count goes to 1 million, out of nowhere, you see this fucking futuristic, different dimension type mech motherfucker with all types of weird beams and shit start coming out of nowhere and body motherfuckers. Like no questions asked, just starts leveling shit. Nia, who is engaged at this point to Simone, um, she starts getting these weird symbols, you know what I'm saying? These weird symbols all over her body, and then ends up turning into this other being, this spiral being, where she's the messenger for the anti-spirals that want to see the civilization crumble, like devastated, obliterated, nothing left. the reason for this anti-spiral is that they don't want the civilizations to go past 1 million because of the fact that they're wary and cautious and scared of the amount of growth and the amount of damage that these spiral civilizations could cause, what they could become basically. So they just go around when the count gets to 1 million, they obliterate the whole planet. Okay, or planets. Okay, these are multi-dimensional beings. So this fucking machine, this mech comes out of nowhere and it's just doing work. Simone races out there, even though Rossio tells him not to because they have these different gunmen now, right? And the little kids that are now grown up, Jimmy and Gary, I think that's the name. They're trying to handle it, whatever, but nobody can really handle it besides Simone. Only Simone's mech at the time is equipped to handle this being. Simone bodies the being and then notices that it dissolves into different particles, which end up being fucking thousands and thousands of bomb particles that literally levels the land. From there, everyone sees that happen and everyone's against Simone. Everyone's like, oh, Simone's the reason, Simone's the cause. Rossio's on his fucking high horse talking about, I told you not to go out there. Arrest him. He arrests Simone. He says he's going to be put to trial. It's something that they just implemented. Oh, well, they're going to put him to trial and they're going to have his hearing at X amount of time, right? Rossio's basically he's just basically trying to be head honcho, right? He's trying to control everything, be ahead of everything. He has this secret operation where he kept the head of the Spiral King and actually revived the head to talk and get information and get some type of way to fight the anti-spirals. Okay, so he did this whole elaborate thing where he has the Spiral King talking, and now he's like conversing and saying, "Oh, this is what happens." And simultaneously, while he's talking to the Spiral King, Nia in her new spiral, anti-spiral form, whatever you would possess form, is talking to Simone about what is gonna happen now. That the moon is gonna drop in X amount of days and level the planet. Okay? And now Simone's getting locked up. He gets put away. He ends up being locked up and jailed with Viral, the fucking never dying Viral. And this is basically where now Rossio is the new Supreme Commander. Everybody's sucking his dick. Besides the OG team, they're like, "Yo, what the fuck is what's going on with you? You moving wacky? You moving fishy? What the fuck is going on?" And now Rossio's in his whole fucking high art or high whatever, right? He's on his high horse and he's saying, "What I say goes. We're gonna put 640 people underground, and we're gonna put 340 or 360 people. Or sorry, these are thousands. 640,000, and then they're gonna put 360,000 people on this gunman arc that is supposed to be able to live in space and basically survive until they figure
For a
out,
year.
yeah, survive for a year till they figure out where they can go because the moon is basically going to crash into the earth and the earth is going to be leveled. It's going to sacrifice people, but Rossio says it's for the greater good. What Rossio doesn't know is that, hey, dickhead, when you go up to space, guess what? The whole anti-spiral organization is waiting for him. When I tell you they got gunmen on gunmen on gunmen on gunmen on ships on ships on ships, they have 1,001 of these fucking diabolically fucking explosive machines on top of gunmen on top of just mad shit, bro. Just mad shit, mad shit. So what happens is basically the OGs from the team Daigoren is like Kitan and Dayaku and the rest of them, whatever. Um, and Yoko even comes back because she sees the broadcast from when Nia was saying all this shit. So all the OGs come back. They break.
I gotta say something
Go ahead.
before you get into all that action.
Yeah.
The the way when Simon fought the new intergalactic unknown freaking mech that shows up out of a freaking wormhole or something
Yeah.
and blows up part of the city. he defeated it, and then it turned into bombs, blew up the city. This is where like you start seeing all these little entitled shitheads just
Facts.
like, oh my gosh, my house was destroyed. How are you gonna reimburse me? And like the whole public is outraged. They're like, oh, screw the government, and they
Fuck
start
Simone.
freaking. They start. They literally start kicking down the statue of Kamina, burning that shit.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, bro, are y'all serious? You guys will be in a hole. Mind you, it's not even just the humans. We even let beastmen live with us in peace, even
Yep.
though they were the main op the whole show. We got beastmen living in the city with us in peace. We we got this nice big city that's all thanks to us. And all of a sudden these people acting like we're the ops because their
Facts.
house got destroyed in a freaking battle against ops that came to wipe out the whole earth. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
it was
sorry
wild.
we saved you. We saved the whole earth from being destroyed, and your house got destroyed. Oh, my fault, guy. My fault. So now they over here just being stupid,
That shit was
freaking
AIDS.
entitled. It was just insane, bro. And that's really how people are. Like,
And no,
they
for
forgot
real.
how we got here.
They forgot how we got here. No
They really
facts.
forgot how we got here. Like, you
I couldn't
forgot who
believe
you
that.
talking to. The
Bro,
amount of
seven years
like y'all
apiece.
seen how much y'all seen how much ass whooping we was doing to get here, while you guys didn't do the shit. You got a nice house built for free. Now you over here freaking want my head dead because your house got destroyed. Like what? And then also I like that scene where when they locked up freaking Simone with Viral in the
Simone
jail
Vero,
and they got
yeah.
into a fight.
Yep.
That fight in the jail, I think that shit was fire.
Nah, it was. And Vero's like, yo, Vero's like, he's like, oh, like let's see how you are without a gunman. You don't seem too great without a gunman. And then they started throwing hands. He's like, all right, maybe I though, maybe I. And then they both bodied the fucking beast man who was trying to fuck with them. I was like, bro, this is crazy. That was fire though. That
At
was a
some
fire part.
point, I think Viral got his hand chopped off or something.
Did he?
Like something happened to his
Oh
body
no no
part,
no
but
no no. He
he's
stopped. He
immortal.
stopped. He stopped an attack from the beastman, and it pierced through his hand. And then he punched him
Y-
away, and then it healed right away because he's immortal.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was tough.
it ain't nothing like freaking Viral in the jail with just a towel on with his theme song playing,
When his theme
just
song
whooping
played, it's
ass.
crazy. I fuck with Vero, bro.
Just
I was glad they reintroduced him here because so basically the
yeah,
reason why.
this
Go ahead.
this was also the beginning of where we're done hoeing Viral.
Yes,
Every time this theme song play is
facts,
business.
facts. So Vero's only in prison because he was caught fighting the government's gunmen, trying to protect a village that wanted to live peacefully underground. They were forced to the surface by Mr. Rossio, so Vero was trying to defend them. They ended up Rossi's fault, by the way. Ended up putting Vero in prison. That's how he got to prison. So fast forwarding, and also the time skip. I like the time skip. I like seeing them as adults and stuff, whatever. But even the time skip really didn't. It really wasn't like crazy for me. But as we got to like the ending, I was like, all right, bet. So basically now it's a race against time. The moon's closing in, and all the OGs pull up. They're like, yo, we got to go destroy the moon. Everybody all in.
Oh shit! Wait! Yo, I forgot one important thing, bro.
Good.
Yo, when the anti-spiral creatures showed up again, right
Hmm.
before they took off in the big gunman ship,
Yeah.
they had arrested Simone already at this point, and
Mhm.
freaking Roshio, dumbass, he's like, "Oh, we're gonna hold a trial." He's like,
Oh,
"Okay,
yeah, sentenced to
it's
death.
basically not a trial. We're just putting Simone to death."
Yep. Yep.
And all the OGs are like, "What? Are you stupid?" Like,
Yeah.
and mind you, also they were scrapping the Lagann.
Yeah. Oh,
Which,
yeah. True. True. True.
yo, bro, they said we're gonna scrap the Lagan. There's no need for it. And this shit is crazy, right? Because there was a previous episode, like when Kamina died and Simone was depressed and useless. They try to put it in the trash. Also, they try to trash the Lagan,
The Lagan. Yep.
and then here in the future again, when Simon's being arrested, they're trying to scrap the Lagann again. And it's just like it's like that SpongeBob episode. How many times we gotta teach you this lesson, old
Oh
man?
man, he's
Like,
stupid.
what are you doing?
He's
You
stupid.
guys forgot the Lagann is the only way we got here. It takes over shit. It's like a one of one.
No, it is one of
It's
one. It is one of one.
it's the most special machine in the entire show, and you dumbasses just don't get it. We already been through this lesson back in the day, and now here we are again. You talking about scrapping it because you
The
made
same
some
stupid
new
shit.
models? Like, bro, this isn't about technology. This shit is like sent from the heavens. Are you stupid?
Yeah, this is our only key to survival, bro. But everybody want to fucking trash it. I'm like, bro, it's stupid as fuck. Nah, that's
But
facts.
anyway, so they arrested him, and while he was being transported,
Mhm.
some more anti-spiral machines show up, start destroying everything, and Simon's like, "Yo, let me go fight." Blah blah blah. This is where they freaking, as insurance, they didn't want to let him go. As insurance, one of the Keaton's sister goes in the machine with Simone with a
Yeah,
bomb
Keenon.
strapped to her, which
Keenon.
is the freaking. She's also the one that has a crush on Rashio because she just has mental brain damage and likes the worst character in the show.
Meant to bring.
And the fact
Oh,
that
good.
that's his, like, this is Rashu's only girl in the show, and he straps a bomb to her, like, that shows the kind of dumbass he is. But
That's
anyway,
right. That's right.
now this led me to another one of my favorite moments in the show that we're about to skip past.
Go ahead.
So
Go ahead.
Simone is off fighting. At this point they develop a weapon that could contain the bombs that the things drop when they're defeated. And Simone's all fighting, and they're in the control tower, and they're talking to him, and they're like, they're talking to him and saying, "Oh, you got to do this. We got weapons, blah blah blah." And Simone is like, "Hold on." Like, they're talking over the mic. He's like, "Hold on." And all you hear in the background is Giga, drill, break. Yeah, that shit had me dying, bro. Like, he's just he like forgot to mute his mic, and you just hear that shit in the background.
The greatest
That's
finisher
one
in
of
the
my
show.
favorite moments.
No, that's one.
Yeah,
Honestly, it's the greatest.
I just had to say that. Like, that shit in the
Nah,
background had me weak, bro.
nah, you can keep going. Go ahead.
No, that's it. So you get back to what you were saying about the moon and all that.
Oh, I'm eating. So yeah, the race against time, basically. Hold on, let me finish. How to finish this week then? Hold on. I'm being fat.
Bro's hella being fat. He got me talking because he want to eat.
Thanks, bro. Anyways, so it's a race against time. The OG squad gets back together, and now they have to conspire to fight the moon, basically destroy the moon, along with the Spiral King and a little fucking floating head. um, so they get like all the OGs. They get the girl mechanic, forgot her name, and the old man, the pair. The Dayaku, Kitan, the sisters besides the oldest sister. Um, Gary and Gemi. It's the whole squad, right? And as they get to space, um, Rossio is literally looking up and he's like, "Bro, we're about to get body. Like, we're really about to get body." They see all the gunmen, all the anti-spiral motherfuckers setting out against them, and as they're about to get packed up, guess who comes to save the day again? Simone and the rest of the squad, Kitan and all them, bro, Yoko and all them. So they're fighting. They put in the work. I forgot exactly what were they like. They fended them off, and then did they fend them off? And then it was like they had to conspire, and they had like a day or two to get to Nia. Is that what happened?
I'm trying to see. They definitely didn't just fend them off. Let's see.
I thought they fended them off.
So while they were fighting in space,
Mhm.
they had the idea to combine with their ship.
Yes, to make it the galaxy. Yeah, the Arc Galaxy and shit. Yeah, yeah. But how did that fight? But the fight with when they're in space. How did that go? Because didn't they stop them?
So they combined with their ship. They started fending them off. That's when I believe the Spiral King said, "Yo, the moon is actually my base." So
Mm.
he said, "You got to connect with the base." That's when you saw the moon turning into a face and all this shit.
Yes, 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 yes.
And
Okay,
Simon connected with the moon.
got you. Got you. Okay, okay. Good. You
Yeah,
about to
I'm
say
trying to
something else?
remember this crazy series of events.
I don't hear because this part was also like a. I feel like there's a lot going on like the whole time. Moon turned into a face
We
by the stuff away.
definitely gonna be missing a lot of details here because it was just I was so I was so focused on the madness that I can't remember the little details because there was a
Yeah,
lot of madness going on here.
there was. So whatever. So this is now where like they're all kind of like on board, and they realize like the only way they can like really win this is that they have to go save Nia and find the base for where the anti spirals are.
Staunst du was?
And
Bei
for
mir ist
Al,
alles
thanks so much for the
Pittenschek.
67 months, bro.
Benutzt.
Much love to my boy,
Los,
man.
Digga.
That'd be Alex in the chat, bro. Um, so they have to find Nia, right? So Nia is being depicted again on a hologram, and they find out that they can use the Galaxy Arc, whatever thing that they're using, right? And together with the help of the Spiral King, they they can now use the like warping mechanism or the warping tactic where they can hone in on a specific point and warp there. Okay, so now they also have warp access.
Yeah, Simon was demonstrating this prior to this because right after they merged with the moon and stuff, they had went back to Earth for a bit.
Yeah,
This is where Rashio
Ross here
tried
wants
to
to go see his village.
commit
Yeah.
suicide.
Oh
He tried to commit
yeah.
suicide to compensate for his bad decisions and being a shithead. And Simon warped to him, came out of a
Mm-hmm.
portal and punched him in the face.
He said, "Grit your teeth." He pulled the communist special, bro.
Yep, he pulled a
Mm-hmm.
communist special.
Yep.
So
Yep.
it was that's where we first see the warping, and
Mm-hmm.
then the Spiral King basically saying we are gonna do the same thing to get to where Nia is.
The only problem though is that every time they try to get to Nia, it ends up being a fake, and it's a warped dimension made by the anti spirals. Sorry, I'm eating again. Hmm. Yeah, made by the anti spirals. So once they get there, they're like looking around like, oh shit, like we don't see Nia, and it's the same hologram that's being depicted of her being held hostage. They try to warp to her about what, like 3 times, maybe whatever, and they finally get locked in this place where it's like a it's like a sea in the middle of the galaxy, which is made of like all the spiral energy that the anti-spirals like created, and now these guys are being sucked into like a bottomless pit of like like spiral galaxy sea where they're going to be crushed by the pressure and basically like just turned into spiral energy. Like they're going to be like killed and turned into spiral energy. So this is where shit like really starts hitting the fan, because the whole time I always thought like it wasn't fair that, not to say I wanted to see people die, but it wasn't really fair that the trade-off was always Kamina died, nobody else died, or nobody significant died, right? And the other team or the other side always lost everybody named Mama. Okay? It was only Kamina for a million other motherfuckers. And I'm like, I get his impact, but at the same time, I'm like, it's not realistic, right? So now you get to this area where the anti-spiral being created this fucking like this pit, this sea, or whatever you want to call it, and they're trying to draw them in. They're trying to draw Kamina and the rest of the crew in so that it can be crushed and killed. And they basically have to fucking fight this like core. They have to like fight the core, but the only problem is that having to try to kill the core, they have to go to a part of the sea, this whatever sea, that's too dense for them to be there, meaning they die on impact of getting there. So they're fighting off some of the anti-spiral people and the anti-spiral units. They're being pushed down by some of the units. You got Yoko and Keaton and everybody shooting their hands. You got Simone trying to merge to make it they were trying to merge to make it what? The super galactic arc whatever. Gurren Lagann or whatever, Gurren Lagann, whatever. You got them trying to basically merge and output for the ship so they can like do shit, right? And the whole time it's a race against time because they're trying to like go up to the surface or they're trying to get out of it and they can't. So their only option is to shoot the core. So they have this idea to like use the bullets that were used against them. There's like these like anti or not anti, it's like these artificial
Probability altering missiles.
yeah, probability altering missiles. And they're trying to use these missiles to break through the core. But the problem is that whenever they shoot it, it stops. It gets too dense to a certain area, and it literally just blows up. And they only have two. So the whole time when they're trying to buy time for Simone and them, you got the brothers, the fucking Gorilla Brothers dying. They get packed up. The old dude who's the mechanic's husband got packed up. You get all these people from the OG crew starting to get packed up now. And the last one to get packed up, unfortunately, I started fucking with him around this time, was Keaton. Keaton pulled the fucking... I didn't like this necessarily, but I was like, you know what? He about to go die. All right, whatever. Keaton steals a kiss from Yoko. She hugs him back. And he basically goes out on a suicide mission to like send the last fucking drill so that it can pierce the core so that they all could they all could live. And he goes out, you know, fighting. He goes out, fucking does his thing, whatever. Gets the missile to go. He ends up dying in the process. And now they have a second to breathe before the real shit goes down. Do you want to say anything, CJ, before we wrap up?
So right before Keaton goes, one of the you know, Guinea, Daryl, whatever the names are, is like, yo, that's not fair. Like, how come you get to go out in a blaze of glory? And Keaton's like, who the hell is trying to die? Are you stupid? Like,
Yeah, nah, he's tripping.
I'm not trying to die. Like, what are you talking about? Blaze of glory.
Blaze
And
of
why are
glory
you
is
jealous?
crazy.
Like, are you stupid? And the
Blaze of glory is
enemies up
wicked,
until
bro.
this point, like, one thing we overlook, like, all these enemies are creepy as hell.
Yes, they're like hands
Like
and
we
feet
got
and
we got hands and feet with faces on them. The moon had a face. They have like these demonic voices. Meanwhile, the whole time the anti-spiral is talking to them through the universe. We don't know where the voice is coming from, and he's telling them like your enemy is the universe itself,
yes.
and it's kind of creepy. And one of them enemies look like that giant hand card.
I knew you were gonna say that. I knew you were gonna say that. The fucking giant hand. I mean, it should have. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
Okay.
the freaking hands and feet are just pressing them in the water while they're trying to get out of there. It's just the amount of shit that starts happening around here is just like
There's just mad shit going on, bro.
it's like, how do you not click the next episode?
But I will say though, but see, even though there was a lot going on, I was like invested, but like the thing that was putting me off was the anti-spiral shit was just putting me off because I'm just like, bro, like it just felt like it was never ending like obstacles. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I felt like maybe if they like skimmed it down, I don't know, like maybe like skimmed it down a bit, like we could have got less of Rossio and all that bullshit. Like I don't know. I felt like it was just kind of prolonged at the end. Like that was my only like
What do you
on the time
mean?
skip.
We talk. Oh, you talking about the whole time skip?
Yeah, the whole time skip. I'm talking about the whole time
Okay,
skip.
yeah. We could have definitely got less Horacio. Like nobody want
We
to see his
we
dumb
could have
ass.
got instead of 27 episodes, we could have got 23, 24 and been like happy, like real happy and been chilling. But regardless, I understand it. And then basically we get into the final big thing that happens, and it's like they finally they finally got out of that, and they're finally able to pinpoint Nia, right? So they're finally able to pinpoint exactly where Nia is so they can warp to her. They're fully merged with the fucking galaxy bullshit, whatever you want to call it, right? The arc. And then they finally get there, and now it's real smoke because it's the actual anti-spiral leader, bro. Okay, it's the anti-spiral leader. CJ, would you like to explain? I need some water, Loki.
Yeah, get him. They get to the anti-spiral leader, and he puts them under freaking hypnosis. He the whole time I can't recall the speeches, but he's explaining shit. He's explaining the anti-spiral purpose and stuff the whole time, and how spiral energy is gonna lead to the destruction of the whole universe, and he's like trying to show it to them and stuff the whole time. And he puts them under this type of hypnosis where they're all having their own individual dreams, and he's like, okay, checkmate, all y'all are done, you're gonna be in this eternal hypnosis. And he's just this weird shadow figure, all black with white eyes, no detail, just all black figure. And you see what they're all dreaming and blah blah blah. And this led to a funny moment where Simone is dreaming that he's with Kamina, and Kamina is apologizing to the village leader. He's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, we disobeyed, blah blah blah," and that's when the spirit of the real Kamina shows up behind him. He's like, "Simone, what are you doing?" He's like, "Huh, bro? There's two of you?" He's like, "What? What do you mean there's two of me? There's only one of the great Kamina, blah blah blah." And he's like, but but this guy over here, he's like, you know what? You choose which one you like more, and you just see the one kissing ass, licking the guy's boot, saying I'm sorry, I'm sorry. You like, and we're like, bro, ain't nobody choosing him. And I was just thinking, it. We already noticed, but it like drilled a point home. Like this show would have been over in one episode if Kamina acted like that.
Bro,
If he was a I'm sorry type of guy, oh,
been
we're not
over.
gonna do it again type of guy, like we this whole show is cooked.
Could have been over. Episode 10. Gone.
But yeah, that was a little funny scene. And then our one of our greatest members of the team, Buddha, the Spiral
Go.
King, was here talking about, oh, there was a spiral anomaly this whole time that he couldn't figure out. And it turns out to be Buddha. Buddha is full of spiral energy, which also explains how a little part of him powered them up like that.
Facts.
Buddha is filled with spiral energy. Now I'm trying to recall, is Buddha actually the guy in the opening scene when the show starts?
At the very first
You remember
episode?
they showed people in space? Yeah. Like as soon as you start the show, they show like people in space and they're about to fight the anti-spiral in space. And at first I thought it was a flash forward to Kamina, but that's not them. It showed someone kind of looked like they had whiskers on their face.
It might have been. I mean, that's him then, because he's a humanoid.
And I'm like,
He
wait,
turned humanoid. Yeah.
is Buddha the freaking goat who came to space first and he was with the shits? I was like, okay. So Buddha turns humanoid and then this anti-spiral is like, oh, checkmate, got you now. Now that you're human, I could also brainwash
Yeah, it
you,
is.
blah blah blah.
It is. It is. I see it.
You looked it up?
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
He's like, checkmate, got you, bitch. I believe it's Kamina that snapped him out of it. Is that right?
Um.
That snapped him out of the dream.
Yes, it was Kamina. Yep.
Yeah, so they all got back their consciousness and
Wait, really? Hold on, real quick. J. Will said, "Not gonna lie, I didn't need Buddha becoming a human. It was too much for me."
yeah. My girl said the same thing. But he quickly went back to his goat form which is
Yeah.
as an animal, so it was no problem. But
Yeah, they didn't
I
have to do
remember
that. True.
we said the same thing. I was like, "Yo, no, 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 no. He lost aura. No, no. He got to go back with the sunshades and shit."
For like, you gotta go back to like the little fucking little piglet with the shades, bro. That's facts though.
Yeah, but Buddha, when he turned human, he gave him a quick falcon punch right before he got hypnotized or whatever.
Yeah, that was kind of useless though. Not, like looking back at it, that was kind of useless. I'm gonna be honest. That was definitely
Yeah,
useless. Like him
we
turning
we
into a human
we
was
didn't
useless.
need we didn't need the quick freaking s- s- the stripping of his aura for a couple seconds. Like if
Okay.
they could have made him look more badass,
That's facts though. That's facts. He looked
because
like
all they did was take away his aura.
he looked like childish and like whatever, bro. Like
Yeah, I'm like, we did not need that. If you're gonna do it, like make him look like a badass.
make him look
They could
drippy,
have
bro,
made
for
him
all
look
he did.
they could have made him look exactly how it was at the start.
Honestly, he would have looked way better with the shades and all.
Yeah. And that would have really like, because I'm sure a lot of people didn't think, oh, that's the guy from the start. But they
Facts.
could have
I thought it
like
was
really
Kamina the whole time.
emphasized that. Yeah, they
Hmm.
could have really emphasized that if they gave him the drip.
Yeah, hold my boy. But it was right.
But
It
that
was
was
only for a
a
little bit.
yeah, yeah, it was only for a little bit. Then once they regained consciousness, they started powering up, and bro, this part gave me goosebumps
Power was sick.
when they all appeared. Like Simone sucked in the whole ship, he transformed it, and you just see it spawning out of a galaxy.
That shit was tough.
And
That shit was tough.
yeah, it's spawning out of a galaxy, and you see a bunch of other galaxies around. It's showing like the scale of which the size that we got to.
Yep.
We're now as big as galaxies, and you see all the main cast appear in like the drills in front of the Gurren Lagann,
Yep.
and yo, that shit was just fire, bro. The music, they had the freaking orchestra music playing, and it was just hidden.
That
Then
shit was
they
tough.
all got back in. They all started merging back, and then they did the transformation. Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann.
That
Bro, that shit was fire.
shit was fire. I'm not gonna lie. That shit was crazy. And then it went to a fucking all-out bloodbath, bro.
Then it became a crazy fight where they're just literally
Oh shit. TJ, hello.
hello.
Okay, yeah. You cut off for a little bit.
Yeah, yeah. They're tossing galaxies at each other. The freaking anti-spiral grabs two galaxies, merges them together, literally creates the Big Bang blast.
That was
Hits them
insane.
with a Big Bang attack.
That was crazy. I'm not gonna lie, that was crazy. That shit was
This
nuts.
shit was just going mad, bro. At some point, they were tossing planets at each other. They were
Playing this
using
galaxies is just
galaxies.
mad. Just
Yo.
yeah. That shit was insane. And then the Spiral King came through
Meanwhile,
clutch.
yeah, the Spiral King hops out to take the blast. He had his moment, bro. It's like a crime to explain this without music in the background playing.
The last fight was
Because
crazy,
the
bro.
whole time the music is just going crazy.
The music
So
was wicked.
explaining this without music in the background is just a sin.
A sin.
They during the fight they notice the thing on his head is actually his home world,
Yeah, which is
and
crazy.
he's here. Yeah, he's here explaining details the whole time, details that I can't fully remember, but he's basically saying that's the home world. All hit the anti-spiral are put to sleep. That is like the power of their resolve. They all agree to be put to sleep and be put in this vegetated state and to not evolve, and that's why they look ugly and blah blah blah. Like that's the power of their resolve. And Team Gurren is like, bro, we don't care about none of that shit. I don't care what you talking about. You over here like basically living in a prison. Like, what's the point of protecting the whole universe just for you to be asleep like a sheep?
Yep.
Like, this shit don't make no sense.
Facts.
And even if the universe is gonna get destroyed, we not letting that shit happen because
Hmm.
it's not happening on our watch. Nothing happens on our watch. They're here body slamming each other through galaxies and shit. And then this is where I love this touch
This
because
was a fire touch.
almost all the best fights in anime history have this touch. Not all of them, but
Hmm.
a lot of them. They ripped open a freaking wormhole to where they could see the Earth,
Earth, yep.
and the anti-spiral starts reaching towards Earth. He's like, "Oh, that's your homeland, huh?" He starts reaching towards it, and the people on the Earth, all these ungrateful little shitheads,
Could see it.
and some of our main crew, they see the hand coming towards the Earth, and at this point, they could see the rest of the battle that's happening, and
It's tough.
they just see our main crew freaking grab onto him with a freaking rope, pull his ass back, start swinging him around, lassoing his shit, and they just all got front row seats to this ass whooping. And I love when they freaking have a whole like spectator type event,
Yes,
whether
facts.
it be like a news broadcast
Yep, the
showing
news
like
broadcast.
the
Yeah,
the epic fight or something like that. When a fight does this shit, you just know it's peak.
yeah.
It's just
Nah, it
peak.
was tough. It was tough. It was tough.
I love this shit, bro, because I love seeing other people's reactions and stuff.
And the
And
fucking
yeah,
finishing
they
was
just have front
insane.
row seat. Let me
The finishing
s-
move was crazy.
I'm rewatching that right now.
He said I'm rewatching it. I mean, they pretty much like just fight.
Yeah, so
You know.
the Spiral King, he basically observed the blast, the Big Bang attack, turned it into a drill, which the Gurren ate. It turned into endless spiral energy. And they start duking it out. He's like spawning in drill after drill that keeps getting broken, but it just keeps spawning more drills, and
It was
the anti
crazy.
spiral can't keep up. And then it's like us the anti spiral sends out a series of, I don't know what you call these shits, but basically a bunch of arms or something flying at
Yeah,
the Gurren, and the Gurren is like stripping itself. It's like breaking into all the smaller parts while flying towards him,
it was
and
so fire.
eventually it gets down to the tiny Lagann that Simon pilots, and he flies out in the Lagann with Nia on his lap like a
Yep.
complete badass. Mind you, he's wearing a neck choker. He got a waist trainer on because he's just slutted out.
He
Like,
just slotted out. It's crazy.
yeah, they got
Yo,
Simon
what?
looking crazy out here. He
Yeah.
got Nia on the lap. He looking like a straight pimp. The big ass glasses, sunshades on,
He
and
slotted out.
he's
It's
flying in the
crazy.
Lagan after turning into like several smaller units. He finally turns into the tiny Lagan, flies out straight into the anti-spiral, drilled straight through his ass.
Drill that would pierce the heavens.
That shit was fire.
That shit was elite, bro. That shit was elite.
I was like, I'm not gonna lie, like when I was watching this and we got to the middle,
Hmm.
I was like, damn, bro. I was like, damn, I gotta lower my scores so crazy off this
Yeah,
shit. But
the middle was
once
bad.
we got to this end here, the
Time skip
shit
was
they
valid.
started doing at the end, I was like, you know what? My memory don't work. What happened in the middle?
My
I was like,
memory
hold on, what
network is
happened in the middle?
crazy.
I was like, my memory is failing me right now. I'm thinking this whole show is fire right now.
The time skip was lit. I will say, like it wasn't like the beginning for me. The beginning was like peak, but there are certain moments at the end, like towards the end of the time skip, like after the whole he hoed Simone and shit like that, whatever. That I was like, you know what? Nah, they did their big one, bro. They did their big one. So
I like
I like that a lot.
I like the entire time skip, minus like one episode where we dedicated too much time to Rashio.
Rossio did not
You
deserve
you
that time.
take out a whole episode of his content, and I love the whole time skip.
I do love a good time skip, and I think this time skip was done pretty good. I don't think it was the best ever, but I think it was done pretty good. The Rossio was kind of just like they're doing too much, and also the people like the OG team getting bodied, like like sacking themselves. That was hard. That was hard, especially Keaton. Like I didn't like that he was all on
Yeah,
Yoko. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, you know what? You know what? Fine, fine. She didn't kiss him back. Okay, he kissed her. She didn't kiss him back. But anyways, yeah. So I mean, the end of it was pretty much, they finally won, and then it's back to peaceful times, and they kind of just show people when they're older, and that's pretty much it. Like,
no, wait. Simone was at his wedding.
oh,
That's
Simona's
when
wedding.
Nia,
Yes, 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 yeah.
yes, Nia faded away, and everyone was sad. Like, oh my gosh, what the hell? But he already knew this would
They already
happen.
knew.
Him and
Yeah.
Nia,
Hmm.
so he wasn't tripping. Which it then, yeah, it shows them old and whatnot. And it leads me to another one of my favorite moments, which is the very end of the show,
The little kid.
where the little kid is drilling, trying to get
Yeah.
inside this giant nut or
Coconut.
whatever.
Yeah.
And Simone appears, the old version of Simone. And he's like, "Oh, you gotta be more gentle, and then it'll crack open." And then the kid does it; it cracks open. He's like, "Wow, Mister, that actually worked." And Simon is like, "Of course it worked. Who the hell do you think
The
I?"
guy.
And then he cut himself off.
Yeah,
He cut
yeah.
himself off. He's like, "Wait. I'm retired. I
I'm
gotta
retired.
chill. I gotta chill out."
No, that
Yo,
was
that shit
good. That
was
was a good
funny.
touch. That was a good touch. That was a good touch. That was a good touch. I will say, like, I think they ended it pretty well. Like, for a lot of endings and a lot of animes that I didn't like the endings, I think this was definitely one of the more favorable and one of the more liked ones for me at least. Um,
And I will say at the end,
hmm.
Simon did in fact he he lived up to Kamina or even exceeded Kamina. In that final battle,
I felt like the
he was
time skip
like
he was on,
he was
he was
Kamina
handling
level or
business.
better.
Yeah, no. The time skip,
Yeah.
Simone was handling business. That there was no. I didn't dislike Simone at all for the time skip. Like I liked him.
Yeah,
Like I
we
think he was
needed
putting
this
in that
time skip
work.
because
Yeah, this was the Simone I wanted. Okay, this was the Simone I wanted. At the end, bro, he was just going stupid, bro. But even still, I'm not gonna lie. There's nothing that beats Kamina's exit, but damn close and like
yes,
right on par is
Kamina
Simone's
is still
like
the
last
goat.
fight.
He's
Yeah,
still the goat because at the end of the day, everybody's trying to be Kamina.
that's facts.
Not to take away anything from everybody else.
But
Everybody's still
precisely,
fire, but Kamina is the main motivation. He set the blueprint. He started the whole freaking
revolution.
duty impossible.
Yeah, bro.
We don't. This is how Team Gurren rolls. F your logic. We in this bitch.
Wait,
Like
drip check.
he set the standard. We don't do
Facts.
no lame combining. Like we gotta be saucy. We gotta be manly.
That's
And
facts.
he set the whole blueprint. So he's the OG. Even at the end, he had to come back, snap everyone out of it.
Of course, like
Like Simone,
always.
hello. You see this guy apologizing on the
You should
ground,
know. You should
like
know this ain't big bro. Like, what's up, bro? Like, I'm so sorry. Like, bow your head. He's like, nigga, what? I'm not doing shit, bitch. Fuck is you talking
you
about?
got me
What?
effed up.
Bro, you got me
Me bow
fucked
down
up.
to who?
Yeah, nah, that was crazy. With that being said, who's everyone's favorite character and what's everyone's rating?
Kamina for me.
Kamina
Although,
for me.
like
Kamina, and then
when you see the end, Simon be really trying to take his place, but overall, Kamina is just too consistent.
Kamina is too goated, bro. I'm gonna say Kamina,
Uh,
and then I'm gonna say Simone and Yoko.
for my girl, even though bro got hold, she love viral.
Who?
She love viral.
Yoko?
No, my girl. That's her favorite character.
Oh, your girl, she loves Vero. I would have loved Vero, bro, but they hold him too many, bro. Even though he had a little redemption, they hold him a little too crazy, bro. I'm gonna be honest. They hold
Yeah,
him a little too crazy.
I didn't feel that way in the first watch. Like I know he got hold, but not. I felt it harder on this rewatch. I was like, damn, bro.
What is it? Yeah, nah. Hold on, I'm trying to get people to give me their ratings. Ratings. Also, we need to add today.
Oh, were people even here?
We need to add today. We were supposed to add last week, but everybody's in Disney, bro. Everybody in Disney, man.
Oh, another thing we didn't even. Yeah, this show.
Hi, Angel.
Gotta remember, this shit came out in like 2007.
Oh, I think it was
If
phenomenal
this
for
shit was,
2007.
yeah, if this shit was released today, like it would be even crazier.
It'd be crazy. It'd be crazy. It would be crazy. No, honestly, like
Even
I think it was. I think it would have been
like,
insane nowadays.
like I think if it would release today, even the silly
Angel, did you
fights
get
in the
it,
middle would
partner?
have went
With
crazy.
Albion? Say that one more time. I was talking.
I think if it was released today, even the crazy fights in the middle would have went crazy.
No facts.
Cause
They would have done it
half
way
my
better.
problem with the middle was they didn't take the fights too serious. And after the time skip, I felt like every fight, like
Was
it just looked
serious.
like they upped the animation and
Yes.
everything. The
Yes.
seriousness, the animation. If it had like a good
Let's
budget
go,
in today's
Angel.
society, even
W's.
the silly
Congrats,
fights would
congrats,
have went
congrats.
crazy.
Congrats. Well
Cause I
deserved.
saw
That's
the
fire.
potential in every fight. I just saw they didn't take the time to animate it too crazy in the
Yeah, no
middle.
facts. The middle, yeah, the middle was like it was like it wasn't filler, but it was like they kind of were just like, going through it. Like going through it. Going through the motions, if you will. M said a solid 7.6. Okay. Okay.
I'm actually like ran and tried to watch this. I remember we was having a conversation in Discord
Hmm.
where she
A
was like,
solid
"What's
seven.
the monthly?" And I
M,
was
did you
like,
finish
"It's too
it?
late for that."
Yeah, I guess we should ask her if she finished.
Mm, 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 mm.
You finished this one, okay, bet. Back to looking, my body's killing me. Went to the gym today. Hey, W Gym. W Gym, thank you for the alert, Angel. Appreciate you. She finished it? Okay. M said she finished it. Bye-bye.
For my girl, this is a 9.7.
Damn, what? 9.7? DJ?
Yeah, she said it would be a 10 if it wasn't for Raw Shields, bitch ass.
Yo, can you get a little thesis statement from her for a 9.7? We need something for a 9.7. That's crazy. That's
It's
crazy.
because the emotions, the hype, the whole freaking end was just a banger.
I would have said 8.5, but it was a rewatch for me. So you didn't like it as much as you did the first time? The stream was long enough for me to finish it. I'm dead. I mean, we had a lot to
A
go through. It was 27
rewatch.
episodes. He said it was a rewatch for him. Did he say he got hoed? No,
And
some of the characters got hoed.
you gotta like even out the rate in them. You can't just completely kill it off a rewatch.
Well, yeah. Did you like it? You just liked it less, like.
This is a old ass anime. You can't just kill the rewatch. You gotta give it some grace, even out the score a little bit.
I mean, if she didn't like it as much, it is what it is. But
No, I'm saying you could not like it as much, but like kind of even it out with your last rating.
shut up, Mitty. Yeah, I like it less. I don't know why. I'm weird. Oh my god. Yoko was my favorite character for sure, but Leon was a close second. Leon was tough. I didn't hate Simone, and I fucked with Kamina, but he wasn't enough. I started watching it on Crunchy, and the graphics were not doing it for me. But once I switched to Hulu, the graphics went crazy, and I was more involved. I'm gonna give this a 7.4. I liked it, but I wasn't fucking with the mecha aspect, and every problem was solved by having a bigger drill, and I wasn't chilling into the time jump. Oh, that's fair. That's fair. Many thanks for the 37, man.
That's what it's all about. It's about pushing forward, fighting spirit, manly energy. I will also say
Thank you so
this
much, man. I
anime,
appreciate you, bro.
when
Thank
I
you for the 37,
when I
brother.
finished this anime here, it was in fact like the most badass shit I've seen at the time. Like just like my friend said it would be. And after this anime, I typed in most badass animes ever. I wanted more badass shit after I seen this. And that's how I found Hellsing Ultimate. Because this anime made me type in most badass shit and I found Hellsing off of this anime. And I went down a freaking rabbit hole of badass shit
That's
after
fair.
this. Cause I need some more of this badass action.
All right, bro. You guys can't petition. You guys can't petition to have your line April as the monthly. That's not how it works. There's no petition. Petition denied. I love the message, and Simone jumped when he adopted the name Simone the Digger. Yeah, no, he definitely turned up. He definitely turned up.
Uh,
J Will
for
said
me,
7.4. Sorry, 7.4. M said 7.6. You said your girl said 9.7.
yeah, for me,
Damn.
in the middle, I was about to, even though I didn't want to tank it on the rewatch, when I was watching the middle, I was like, oh shit, I might have to lower this significantly. But once we got to the end, it showed me why I fuck with this heavy.
Okay.
And I'm uh I'm giving it a 9.1.
Damn. 9.1. Holy shit.
Cause I felt this debt hard as hell. Some of
The
the
death
action
was,
in here was giving me goosebumps. Like
yeah, no. The death was crazy, and the action was tough.
this show has some high peaks. It wasn't consistent in the middle, but the peaks are very high. And
Okay.
overall, I like the story, I like the end, I like the message. And like I said, this shit is old as hell, bro. If this shit had even better animation, this shit would be crazy.
Yeah, no, it would be crazy. I'm gonna be honest. Plus, it had great physics.
Yeah, then you got one of the best baddies in anime, one of the best main characters in anime, if you want to count Kamina, and Simone's not that far behind either. It's too many goated things in here for me to even consider saying a 7.
I wouldn't say a 7. My rating for this. Well, actually, hold on. CJ,
And
you
then
said
the
9.1.
soundtrack too, like oh my god.
The
The
soundtrack was
soundtrack
fire.
going stupid. It has one of the potential best anime characters. It has one of the best anime baddies. One of the
Hall of Fame
craziest
baddie.
anime fights ever.
Hall of Fame
Like
baddie.
it's too many goated stuff, bro.
I'm gonna give it an 8.4 because I'm not super into mech. I think the soundtrack was dope. I think the animation was good for its time, like really good for its time. Hall of Fame baddie, Hall of Fame MC until he died. I'm going 8.4 because the middle. I can't excuse the middle, and I can't excuse them hoeing the characters that they hoed. And like I said before, certain things felt like plot armor, but I think it was really enjoyable. I like the fight scenes. I like the finishing moves. I like the characters. I like the concept, the message, and stuff like that. Whatever. So I think overall it's quality. And even for it being 2007, I think this was a really good anime. So I go eight
Oh,
four.
another thing. The quotes in this anime, like I've literally been using these quotes in my life. I've literally like been telling people like believe in me who believes in you and shit.
bro, I hear this sound like Kamina. Do a Kamina cosplay.
Bro,
Nah,
legit,
it's fine though. It's fine though. I
I've
ain't
been
gonna lie.
using these quotes and all this shit. And this anime, whether you realize it now or not, like this is an OG classic that inspired a lot of shit. It even inspired the whole Centurion deck in Yu-Gi-Oh! The whole
Oh,
Centurion deck is based on this anime.
he said this in Orion. He's fucking crack.
Bro, you sound real dumb right now. The whole
Bro,
Centurion deck is based on this anime. Like
is it
legit.
really?
Like actually, bro, go relook at the cards and
But
Google it.
it's a waifu deck.
They're literally they're in a Lagann. They're literally doing the common oppose and everything. They have a drill.
I'm about to look at those cards again. It just seemed like a waifu deck.
It is a waifu deck, but it's based on this whole anime.
Okay. Hi Megs, how are you? How you doing? I bet. So we got 9.1 for CJ. We got 7.6 for not for Chris. For M, we got a 9.7 for CJ's girl, 8.4 for me, 7.4 for J Will, and the average is at 8.4. 8.4. What's new with you, Megs? What's going on with you? So do we pull today? I mean, and just add next week?
I don't I don't know who that guy was, but you know when I picked this, he was like, "Oh, this is the greatest piece of media he's ever seen in his life."
Who said that?
You remember the day I vetoed and picked this show? There was a guy in here saying Gurren Lagann is the greatest piece of media he's ever seen in his life.
I don't remember who that was. I know someone said it. I don't
I don't
remember
know
who
who it was, but I was like, you better show up at the end of the month for the WeebWatch.
it was. Bro, you're not here, bro. You're not here.
I
You're
don't
not
know who
tapped
it was
in.
though.
Add July and April. No, no.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Um,
your lie in April, bro. That shit better be fire because y'all talking wild.
but we're not adding monthlies yet. That's the thing. We don't have to add monthlies. We have to add we have to add the regulars. The monthlies. Yeah, the monthlies. How many actually? Hold on. Let me see. How many do we have for the monthlies? Without Gurren Lagann, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We still have 7. Now we can't add it, bro. We can't add it. We still have 7. We still have 7. What we're gonna have to do is I guess we're gonna have to wait one more week to fucking add and do shit, bro. Oh god. Done.
I can't veto again.
He
I'm
can't
on
veto again.
probation.
He already vetoed. He already vetoed. He can't do it. And it's not on the list. It's not on the list. There's no July in April. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna pick one. We're gonna pick this week. We're gonna add next week. But if we have enough, so we don't have to add July and April. We'll just pick it for this monthly, so it doesn't take up space on the wheel. No. So because people are on fucking vacation in Disney, okay, we're gonna give one more week so we can get some ads. Okay, we need to add some animes, so we'll give it one more week, and then if people are still not adding next week, then nobody can complain about what gets added and what doesn't. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. Nobody can
Oh,
complain
also,
about what gets added and what doesn't if people are gonna be in Disney. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying. What happened?
if y'all watch Gurren Lagann in dub, you did yourself a disservice.
Yeah, I fuck that shit. Fuck that.
This is not one of the better dubs, people.
Yeah, I didn't even chance it. I say boycott until you lie in April is monthly. No. You feel me, J Will? Nobody can complain about what is added to the wheel and what isn't added to the wheel if people are gonna be in Disney. So I'm giving people one more week. This is my last chance to give people time to add. This is the last chance. Next week we are adding regardless. And shit, if I gotta add the shit that I like, then fuck it. So yeah. So I dipped when y'all got halfway because I didn't finish the show. Like y'all slackers, man. Slackers, man. What happened? What we supposed to make WeebWatch great again? What happened, man? What happened? We had a month. What happened, Chris? Life. Oh, so now, we so now life happened. Okay, my fault. Okay. But there's always 1,000 excuses when it comes to me. But when everybody else on Disney, I can't go to Disney. I can't go to Disney. It'd be great. I'll quit my job. You have to quit your job.
Didn't we have like a week where it was basically a vacation to watch more of the monthly?
Well, what was our last couple? Yeah, Violet Evergarden movie.
Yeah, the movie.
Imagine not having anything next door. Listen, I'm not saying you gotta quit your job, but I'm just saying for the monthlies. Listen, I gotta understand if the weeklies, if sometimes you know what I'm saying the weekly you couldn't get the weekly done because like shit was crazy, right? I get it. But the monthly though, monthly getting a little crazy. Also, we need more ratings for Made in the Abyss for whoever didn't finish it. If you guys finished it. But like I said, next week we're gonna add. Just make sure you guys have your stuff next week to add. If you are not here next week, I don't want to hear a fucking lick. I don't hear nothing about what gets added, what doesn't get added. If you guys are not here to add next week with us, I don't want to hear it. Let's pick. Let's roll. Let's pick. And straight. I don't think 86 is gone. Oh, 86.
No good.
86. Doridoro. Gone. Oh, I meant to say, also, I like Kitan too because he does like the. You know what I'm saying? Like, what One Piece character does that shit? I can't think of the fucking character.
I don't know, but that sounds like a lot of JoJo characters.
Bro, I love that shit, bro. That
Back a
movie
nigga
kills me, bro.
cheese.
Holy
Back a nigga cheese.
Oh,
W
Tiny got
fucking
one.
5 gifted in the motherfucking chat from my brother, Mr. Mitty Kins, man. If you got a sub from my dog, please say thank you. Please give him some kisses, some smooches, man.
That he would do this on the day I subscribe.
W Mitty in the chat, man. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much for the love, man. I really appreciate you, brother.
This happened every time, bro. Right after
You
I
good, bro. I
subscribe,
appreciate you,
someone
man.
gives subs.
You missed out. You missed out. Undead Unwanted Adventurer is gone. It's gone. Now, Mitty, I hope you didn't do this to try to butter me up for the fucking Your Lie in April. Because we do take bribes.
No, we do take bribes. We do.
We do take bribes.
do.
We get 25 gifted. We get. Ouch.
We'll spawn a drill in and drill a hole in the rules.
Ouch. There's a level of integrity we need to have. Little Samurai is gone. The top 3 are Odd Taxi, Howl's Moving Castle, and Reincarnated as an Aristocrat. Holy.
We have integrity, but it can be bought.
Integrity can be bought for the simple price of no. Odd Taxi is gone. No. Odd Taxi is gone. It is between
bro. How many times I gotta veto this shit?
It's between Reincarnated as Aristocrat and Howl's Moving Castle.
How does this shit keep getting so far?
Well, not everything that glitters is gold. Reincarnated as an aristocrat is this week's. Reincarnated as an aristocrat is this week's pick. The monthly. Yeah, we have 7. I don't know if we're gonna add because that's a lot, man. That's a lot. Like, how many should we have? Like 10?
Spin that thing. That's how much.
Just make your line April for April. That's not how it works, bro. It's not even on the list.
You know, that's not the worst idea. M might be cooking.
He looked at the list and said, "You know what? That's not how it works, people. That's not how it works. Not how it works. Sometimes in life, you don't get lemons, and you still have to make lemonade." Finland is gone. Ooh. The top 4 are Nurahayon no Mago, So I'm a Spider, Code Geass, and Dungeon Meshi. Listen, bro, we can't have goaded every week, every month, bro. Nurahayon no Mago is out. You know what I'm saying? Listen, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Tough. You know what I'm saying? We had to watch Biggie Pop Phantom, okay? We had to watch Reincarnated as a fucking goblin or whatever the fucking dumb shit, Re-Monster, whatever the fucking bullshit is. You know what I'm saying? Like, tough. Sometimes you gotta really push yourself, bro. Believe in yourself to finish it. Believe in the you that believes in finishing. Oh man.
See, he's already spitting bars.
Code Geass is gone. Yeah.
Bro,
It's
let's go
between
with this wheel.
it's between Dungeon Meshi and So I'm a Spider. Oh shit. It's between Dungeon Meshi and So I'm a Spider. This is like small Joe people fall. Okay. Let's see if we're anti-spiral or spiral gang. So I'm a Spider is the monthly. Well, there you have it, people. Reincarnated as Aristocrat is the weekly, and So I'm a Spider is the monthly. This sounds weak. Well, I actually never. I got to like episode like 18. I didn't finish it when I watched it a while back. Yeah, I got to episode like 18 or something like that. I stopped because I was watching a lot of shit at the time. I genuinely did not stop because it was bad. I'm not gonna say it was bad or good, but I genuinely didn't stop because it was bad. I genuinely stopped because I was watching a shit ton of anime back then. When this first came out, I was watching an insane amount of anime. But yes, you have it. 8.4 is the average for Gurren Lagann. WeebWatch, man. If you guys haven't, please catch up with the the last couple at least. Clash from the Elite, Made in the Abyss, Gurren Lagann. Let's get some ratings on there. Next week we are adding, so if you're not here, blame yourself. Don't blame me. I'll give it a chance. This would have never happened if you guys rated the Spiral Energy higher. Hey, listen, man. Sometimes you need a little, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you need a little check. You need a little, you feel me? A little engine check, okay? To make sure that you still got it, okay? Sometimes you gotta, you know what I'm saying? Suffer a little bit, bro. Growing pains, baby. But anyways, WeWatch, man. Jay, well, appreciate you, bro. Stream, WeWatch, man. Thank you guys so much for the gifted. Thank you guys for the resubs. Thank you guys for the love, man. Thank you guys for the hydrates, the follows, and everything, man. I appreciate everybody. I will be getting off. We're gonna be streaming probably no, not even probably. We're streaming every day this week. But yeah, bro. Yeah, we're gonna be out, man. Appreciate y'all. Much love. Have a good one. WJ Will, CJ, M, Mitty, Megs, Angel, Alex, Chris, TZ, Gregory,